notice when you mention him, you say his male member has nothing to do with your relationship in a sense, as far as emotion. But do you realize that men also, there's oxytocin, not as much, you're right, with women, but there's oxytocin, there's dopamine effects, there's
Correct.
other chemical. Yeah. So these things happen, and they do fall in love with women that they have sex with. So is it realistic to say, because we're talking about the men, and I'm going to hand the mic back over to you because I really want to hear from you.
Yes.
We're talking about, we need to stop seeing men as just these basic, his member and he just likes to have sex, but he loves me. That's not logical. When a man who is an emotional being has an intimate connection with a person, he's going to eventually develop a love relationship with her, just like he does with you. So it may not be the same type of relationship because you're a special, unique person, but he's definitely going to have it's inevitable. He's going to have a love relationship. So I want to hand this back over to you and hear from you more, because you said, I'm going to let you talk. You said, I'm his queen, but you need to realize he's a complex emotional being, and he will fall in love with he can fall in love with people besides you when he has sex. And you have to be able to, if you're accepting everything else, you're going to have to, I want to help you as an advocate for polygyny. I want to push you up to accepting that he is going to love women as his queen, because kings have multiple queens, just like he loves you. And I want to hear from you about that.
Okay, so again, when we're talking about those oxytocins, they do not release oxytocin to attach. So women have to, when they go into these hormones, they have to go into when they are released, how they are released, and why. So when a man is releasing oxytocin is only being released inside of his penis to help him ejaculate, not to help him attach. When we release oxytocin, it makes us attach to the man during sex and to the children. So when we're talking about hormones, we got to understand we release hormones for a different reason. And yes, men do not fall in love with sex, meaning don't fall in love with the woman. A lot of times men will love the sex they're having with that woman, and men and women will construe the two. So men will fall in love with, I love the way her pussy feels. I love how she goes down on me. That's what they love. They don't necessarily love the woman because of that, because men do not bond to a woman emotionally because of sex. Now, if you are having sex with this man all the time and he enjoys it and he starts spending time with you, they will fall in love with you because they're being intimate with you, not sexually. That intimacy in that time, when they see who you are, how you are, what you do, why you do it, the way you do it, all of those things will make them fall in love with you. Men are not really falling in love with women because they had sex with them. That's not how those hormones work in their body. Women will mistake, well, he has sex with me every day or every week, so he has to love you. No, he doesn't. He loves having sex with you. That's a very different thing. So men biologically are not wired to fall in love with women because they had a great orgasm. Their hormones weren't released to attach. It was released to help them ejaculate. They have to have a lot of hormonal push and stimulation to get that fluid out. So their hormones help them do that, not ours. So spending time with me, yes, he kept spending time with me. I'm so loving. Certain situations happened. It made him see me in a different light than all the other women he was with. So he ended up falling in love with me because of the intimate moments that we had that had nothing to do with sex. A man can get good sex anywhere. Now, the men who get wound up in these bad situations, a lot of times they're not used to having women. The first, like the basketball players and the football players, they go get with a woman who never went down on them ever the way this woman did. They think they're in love and they're not. And that's how they
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, but what about the realistically? And I mean, I want to hear from you. What about when they do meet a woman and they're intimate and they like her? She's kind, she's submissive, she's building his testosterone levels up, and by letting him know how great he is, she doesn't bother him. What if she's everything to him? There are many women out there like that, and the sex is good. What do you do in your relationship when that happens? Because you said you don't mind if he goes out and sleeps with other women. What do you do when he really becomes in love with a woman. It is quite logically possible, correct? What do you do in that situation?
Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna have to deal with that situation. He don't spend time with women like that. Sex is not gonna do that. When you have a man who slept with women, they're not falling in love because they had good sex. That's not how that happens. And then most of the women that they're having sex with are not really they're not really their full type like that. See, women are misunderstanding. Them having sex with a woman doesn't mean they like them. And women
do you tell him not to go with women like once he does, because you said you let him do what he wants and he's the king. What if he says there's one that I really like going to?
Well, then we're gonna be in polygamy. I can't. What I'm gonna tell him now?
I'm asking you, yeah. So what if so if he's around her all the time? Well, I just want to get this out. If he's
never gonna be around her.
What if he is though? Are you gonna stop him because he's the boss? So he says, no, I want to be with this one again. So what if he starts to like her? What if he falls in love with her? What are you gonna do?
And if he does, we will have to do polygamy. Leave him and do what?
Okay. All right. So you would do polygamy with him.
Which we already tried before. I don't know when you came in. We had done we had done polygamy with like 2 other. It just did not work. He himself does not want to have multiple relationships with women.
Okay.
That's what having a wife to be the relation. He does not want to do that.
He doesn't want to do.
All right, so someone want to say something?
Yes, please, God, please. I've been wanting to say something. First of all, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Shout out to everybody on the panel. DJGenesis, you know I was there watching the debate, well, not debate, watching this woman. I got a million things to say about this. First of all, oh God, it's just so frustrating because I know. First of all, I'm familiar with Sonetta. I think I told you that, DJGenesis. I've done shows with Sonetta and Nepal in the past. Shout out to them. But this woman, I know some of them out there in the conscious community in New York. We got to look at, not necessarily, I'm not listening to a dang on thing she's saying. I'm going to be honest. What I'm looking at is her background. To me, she's nothing. And I said this, I was eventually timed out. I know it wasn't by Sonata or Nepal. It was probably one of those other mods. I was timed out for saying something. She was up there calling Black women unattractive, how we're the most unattractive, we're the most overweight, we're this, that, and the third. And all I said, well, maybe your baby edges is unattractive. And, that's you're kind of old to be wearing baby edges. But I'm going to be real quick with it. First of all, this woman says for a woman that has a PhD, this has got to be the most, I don't know. I have never seen, I'm around educated women a lot. I'm around female doctors and all that. And I have never seen a woman with a PhD act quite this. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be kind. But this, to me, she was given kind of unprofessional. I'll keep it that way. And then, so she has a PhD. She says she's a science teacher. So that's where she's talking about all the hormones and stuff. She's learned a little something. It's a hustle. I know a lot of those people from New York City in the conscious community, and it is nothing but a hustle. She done figured out. I went to, because they dropped the links to her Instagram page and stuff. And I went there and kind of looked at her pictures and her bio and stuff. She's an attractive woman, but she's, dressed very nicely. I'll put it that way, nicely, but she's showing a little skin, her and her husband together. This is nothing but, to me, a money grab. She's saying, you remember Shahrazad Ali? She is like a fake ass Shahrazad Ali. I'm going to be honest. She's given Shahrazad Ali and she's giving Princella the Queen Maker. Y'all remember Princella the Queen Maker? Like, she's giving, say whatever I need to say to get these people to buy my book. And I like I said, I know some of these people in the conscious community in New York, and that is what she's given. But she got up here, and I'll be quiet because I know I heard the young man said he wanted to talk. But what was pissing me off is she's saying all these things, negative things about Black women. Black women are the most unattractive. It's facts. Whose facts is it? Because I'm going to be honest, sister, you're not the most attractive woman I've ever seen. But I would never say that you're the most unattractive, because somebody, I guarantee you, is attracted to. Look at her husband. Her husband is attracted to her. So it was just like, for me, it was like the nerve. But I realized that she's just trying to sell these goddamn books. And I'll be quiet. I'll pass it along. Thank you, DJ.
I'm about to I'm about to trigger some people, but the reality is this lady is trying to make it easier for women because men are very simple. But what she's trying to make it easy for women is, look, do you really want to be out here working well into your 50s and 60s? And that's what people aren't getting. And she's also breaking down the fact that this is a biological thing. You have to take your emotions out of it, the way she's breaking it down. And it only makes sense. And majority of this stuff that she's saying, I've already said before she even mentioned it. But people aren't hearing her. I get that some of y'all don't like what she's saying. But just think of, if you've ever studied biology, anatomy, physiology,
I am a science
microbiology.
major. I am a science major.
Yeah,
so that woman
you know
was, she was
saying?
on BS, but go ahead.
No, I mean, but some of the
Only
stuff
these black men who uneducated will believe her. Mahogany, how you doing, by the way?
I have a degree. I have a degree too, and yes, it's in the sciences. But the point I'm trying to make is you have to take your emotions out of it. She's making sense.
No, she's not making sense by telling women that they need to be okay with a man, her husband sleeping with other men. That don't make no sense to nobody.
That was her defense mechanism with coping, that men are actually going to step out. That was her way of putting up a defense mechanism. That's the reason why she said it.
That's the point. Why would you a book about and try to teach that to other people? If that's a defense mechanism, why is that a book though? Why is that a story to tell to other people and say, like, you need to do the same thing? That's the problem. And if you listen to her, listen to this. Why?
Did he tell you why though?
Because he said women are annoying. Having one is enough. You don't need 3 women trying to tell him what to do and doing that when he doesn't want to do it. So he'd rather just do what he's doing, and he's totally happy with just sleeping around when he feels like it.
You know what's interesting? My situation and others, it's very telling. If you are doing everything you say you're doing and he's happy, why would he say women are annoying?
No, women are annoying who he's sleeping with because they are. The average woman is annoying and they're an idiot. Most women don't
That's
deserve,
what your husband said?
most women do not deserve marriage today in 2025. They are completely rebellious. They are very not intelligent. They have no substance to them. And he is correct. And I agree 100%. Women annoy me.
So
Only
are you here to help women?
Women don't annoy. The women who are like respectable, they don't want to be outside, they're not contemptuous, they're not rebellious. That's like 20% of women. The average woman, they're terrible. It's a fact. They are annoying.
So you think that you're the only woman that he gets along with?
Who said he's not trying to get along with you? Having sex is not trying to get along. He's having sex.
No, I'm not talking about sex only. I mean, he's a human being. Men are human beings. They're not just about sex.
And they don't
So
need to
do you
have
think
all this
you're the
emotional
only-
connection with people. That's something women do. We're trying to make them like us. They don't need all this emotional connection like you. They need it with their children and their wife. Women want all of this emotions to come out. No, I want my man to protect and provide. He shows me his emotions all day. He shows our children emotions that he needs. Going out in the world and you going out, what do you have to show all this emotion for when you're going out to go to work and you come home?
You know, we have a boy. Now I'm going to get into some psychology.
Men are
that
not
type of
at all.
Okay, that type of mindset, and I want to just as just a teaching moment for everybody, not exactly you. This is exactly what is wrong with the society and men, but especially Black men. They're told you shouldn't have any emotion. You don't be emotional. Men are told hide your emotion. You're not allowed to feel. And it's really telling about a situation when you say to one sister, Sister Nicole, you tell her, no, your husband's lying if he says that he doesn't want more wives. It's like you're projecting because you're telling us that your husband doesn't want to have a polygynous marriage, but possibly you're not tuning into his true emotional self. And I'm just saying this, I'm asking you to answer it because just from what you said, if you're telling her your husband's a liar, he's not monogamous, wouldn't it logically be okay for a woman who practices polygyny, me, in a marriage to say to you, maybe your husband does want to have do polygyny in marriage, and possibly there's something that you guys have to work out on your end, especially starting with you not knowing that he's a complex emotional being. Men should be allowed to be emotional. That doesn't make them weak. That doesn't make them simps. Men are emotional. They don't have to be effeminate, but they have feelings. That's what I mean by emotional. Men react to pain. Men react to insults, and they keep it all inside. And then they're reduced to sex. And that's why we keep hearing you say, every time I say, what if he interacts with a woman? You go back to sex. I'm talking about him just as a human being interacting. There might be a lady right now that he really likes just as much as you, but he's so afraid to tell you because you are so focused on calling women hoes, saying they're side pieces. When really, well, see how you said they are? No, but it's my sister. They're not hoes if they're just if he loves them as much as you. How are they hoes?
Why would my husband love a hoe? Why would my husband love a random woman who has a weave in her head? She's overweight. Why would he love somebody like that?
Because let me tell you why. Let me
hold on.
And
Go ahead. He's not going to. Okay, Number one, please. Nobody said my husband's not emotional. He doesn't feel. When I say emotional, y'all are saying it like they're women. Men do not need all of this stuff that we need biologically. They do not. That is something we need. We want to talk for 80 hours and do all this stuff. He's open. All his issues get dealt with. Everything that he needs to talk about gets discussed because I am that type of wife. I have that type of family dynamic. When we're talking about real men, they're not sitting home. Oh, honey, can you open up and connect? That's not how they're going to do that. That's what women do with their girlfriends. I don't need my husband to do that with me. We bond all the time, every night for hours. It is not this whole bunch of conversation. It's not all this keep talking. That's not how men who are real men and not being ran by a bunch of women who want them to act like them, they're not going to do that. So let's be very clear about that. Nobody's saying he doesn't get to express how he feels. He can express how he feels about anything. He talks to people all day. He talks to women all day. He talks to men all day. The issue is when it comes to sex, you want men to respond to sex the way women do, and they don't. And they're never going to. They're not. Okay. When a man loves you, the sex that y'all then have now becomes lovemaking. If they don't love you, you're not making love. That's how it works. Men do not mix the two. It's biological. They don't. They just don't. Right. So when a man is being the man that he is, yes, honey, this happened to me at work, and yo, this is crazy. What happened at my job? The conversation's done in 2 minutes. When it's Angela, me, I got to tell you what happened, what everybody had on, how they looked when they said it, how I felt, how the girl said it, all this stuff I got to say, because that's how women express themselves. So again, when I say my husband's not emotional, I'm talking about we're not doing this like women. I have no desire for my husband to want to talk to me like a woman does. Right. I want to.
Ooh, Father. Who wants to go for? I do have something to say, but I know other people on the panel.
She's right.
Oh, Father God.
She's right. I'm gonna tell you why she's right. There's a lot of times where women will want to have a conversation with us, and men will be more of a analytical and technical about things and try to actually figure out how can they fix it, as opposed to just listening to all this junk that she's talking about. Men are trying to fix whatever is going on so they don't have to keep hearing the woman's mouth.
Well, my husband loves hearing my mouth. He loves everything about my mouth, right? So when I want to have a conversation with him, I can. In fact, while I'm washing his back in the shower, he tells me about his day at work and all those things. So now, my question to the young man who was just speaking, right? When you say men, give us an example of your woman, right? Where she came to you with something and you told her you wanted to fix it, because y'all be lying. Y'all will mention some other man's story, and that one story is going throughout the whole red pill community. So why don't y'all start speaking for yourself? Because you know how I gave an example of my husband in the shower speaking to me. I don't talk to him about my girlfriends. I get on the phone with my girlfriends and talk to them, right? The idea that y'all think all women are doing some shit like that. Maybe you used to little girls. And when I say little girls, let me apologize. I meant teenagers. Y'all saw it on the, you heard what teenage girls was doing because you was a teenage boys. But y'all haven't grown up. Y'all stunted. Now talk to us what grown women do. Because I can assure you grown women aren't going home and telling her husband everything because she know better. Okay? Go ahead.
When I say women, I'm generalizing, but it's really case by case basis. But we know the nature of women for the most part. If I had a situation with my ex, right, and she needed something out of that conversation just to feel like she was being heard, I could offer a solution for her. Now, will she really want that solution? She may have just wanted me to listen to her. But me as a man, I'm going to offer a solution. Now, whether she wants to take it or not, that's up to her. But that's the way my mind is thinking.
Did you do that?
Yes, in that relationship.
This
yes.
example happened. Okay, so why you just didn't tell her? Because it don't sound like that's true. That's why you did a matter of fact, if, coulda, woulda.
I'm not going to remember every little detail about that relationship because it's the past. But when
you just used it as an example.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But in the situation where we had issues, I came up with a solution. But I also did listen to her some. It just depended on the situation.
Oh, so y'all do listen. So you was okay with listening to her. So she always brought her problems to you, huh? When her and her girlfriends were fighting. I mean, you didn't care about it. You okay with her fighting with her friends and all that shit. But so if she brought it to you and said, said that her and her girlfriend not talking, you had a problem with that? I thought you loved her.
She didn't like my solutions because I wasn't on her side necessarily. I was on the side of the truth and what should happen.
Oh, so your girl, you were fucking with a liar.
No, it's just sometimes when a situation is right and somebody does wrong, then you have to tell them, hey, this is the way it should go. I'm just saying.
No, you could have gave a suggestion. You could have said, well, hey, babe, you think you did wrong? You know what I mean? And you could have handled it where y'all wouldn't be exes if that was the problem. I'm not sure if that was the problem. It could have been that she wasn't getting them orgasms that most men aren't giving women. Could have been that. Who knows?
Some women want to feel like their man is on their side.
Yes, we all do. But my husband know how to make me feel like I'm on my side, even when he's telling me I'm wrong, because he loved me. And instead of being like, "You wrong in that," he would be like, "Well, you think you looked at that right, or there's different ways." But y'all want to dictate to women what we should be doing when all she did was come to you just so you could soothe her, right? But I know y'all want to have the answers. Why y'all ain't got the answers for our community?
Well, it takes resources.
With no daddy. Why y'all ain't got no solution to that?
It takes resources. You have to think,
resources.
especially in our community. In our community, we
have some discipline, discipline, and then if you don't have discipline and a baby come about, I guess now you just got to be a father.
We've shifted consciousness for over 2,000 years now, whether it be over in the Arab slave trade or the transatlantic. We've been through this for over 2,000 years, so our consciousness has changed, and we've grown to become the people we are today. But it's hard to fix communities when you've had that much taken away from you, especially your own history.
No, the thing that ruined our community isn't about the land being taken away. It's not about the slavery, right? We survived through all of that with family. It's when Black men decided they wanted to go and just be out and about and not take care of their children. That's when our community fell apart.
I want to add into the last little clip that she played. Oh gosh, it's just so much. So Nepal was basically trying to get her to answer the question, and she did. Nepal was asking her, "What are you going to do, sister, if your husband, since you got the kind of relationship where he can sleep with whomever?" Because I don't know if DJ played this part, but there was a part of the show where she literally said that her husband could sleep with she was saying any woman besides her that he sleeps with is a whore.
Oh, we haven't got to that part.
Okay. Then I don't want to jump ahead, but I will say this. Nepal was trying to get her to say, hey, emotions, men can fall in love just like a woman can fall in love. And she admitted, hey, we tried polygamy in our relationship and it didn't work. So she's pushing something that didn't even work in her own relationship. I want people just to pay attention. And to this young brother up here, I'm sorry, you're so young, and it's so obvious that you're young. I've had experiences with Hebrew Israelites and the poly type relationships. I know people who've been in them, and I've never seen one work yet. I'm gonna be honest. They don't tend to work because the truth is they're not easy. I'm not saying that I'm against them, but they're not easy. And I'm against it in the fact that I would never do it, because I know that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not willing to share. And some men have that type of personality. They don't want the headache. Dealing with a polygamous relationship is extremely stressful. If you can't deal with one woman in her needs and listening to one woman, imagine listening to 2 or 3. So a lot of men, they think they want this, but they really, if you can't deal with one, you need to stay in your lane, because it's not easy. The problem, what I've seen a lot of times is it's not even about building. They claim it's about building. A lot of times it's not even about building. It's about sexual attraction and his needs, and just basically what this woman is talking about, like she's crawling around on knuckles here. This is the most Neanderthal type of, and it's not even about the polygamy. It's about the fact that you're saying it's okay for a woman's husband to sleep with whores, and really she has no right to question. She has no right to say anything about it. Well, that's her body. I have worked in the medical field right now. I'm in dental. But it kind of crosses over. I've seen all types of things. Listen, there's certain things you could catch, not only in your private parts, but, people are using mouths now in their private parts. And, this is a game for a lot of these people, especially the men. Oh, yeah, sister, they got a lot of rap, oh, yeah, sister, I want you to be my second, third wife. And guess what? It don't work out. He on to a new wife. And, it's just, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the consequences of some of these behaviors. And if you're going to do polygamy, and like I said, I don't have anything against it. It's just not for me. I'm way too damn selfish and controlling. I'm not going to lie to you. You either love me for who I am or you move on. And I'm okay with somebody moving on, because I'm not a desperate heifer. Because I'll move on too. But let's talk about some of the things that happen in between in these relationships. The children that are often left kind of in the midst when the relationship don't work out. You better pray you got a sister wife that you can work with and that she's willing to help you with your kid, because that man usually just go on about his business. He's on to wife number 3, number 4, number 5. So they want to talk about polygamy, but they never want to talk about a lot of the issues with these polygamous families. The aftermath, which is usually chaotic. Kids are left in the balance, and usually the women end up single mothers, and oftentimes because they're told they're not good enough, right? You're a single mom. They're desperate, and they're jumping to find a new husband that's willing to take in their child. And that's what I've seen in my own practical experience. Like I said, this woman's a hustler. She got something. She's got a book now. She's, you know what I'm saying, on Amazon, and she's just trying to sell that book. I'm gonna bring it to a close. Like I said, she's given Shahrazad Ali, whom I have this weird love-hate for Shahrazad Ali. I think intellectually she's smart. The woman is sharp, but one of the things I couldn't stand about her is she never gave Black women their props. And she always put to appease Black men, she would put Black women down, say that they were childlike mentally and all this and that. How are you going to say that you are a PhD in science and you say something like that? The statistical facts is that women are we know it's true. I'm gonna be honest. We mature a lot faster mentally a lot of times than our male counterparts. That's just a fact. And I'm gonna be honest. They catch up with us, but the fact is, intellectually, for a very long period of time, women are kind of in the lead, and men kind of catch up to us. So how you're saying that we're like children and we're this and that, it's just to appease a misogynistic type of man that wants to hear it. His male ego is fragile, and so these women are out here trying to appease that. Shahrazad Ali herself is the 4th wife. And she's out there selling books and doing this, taking care of her family. And they'll say anything to do that. That's it. That's all I have.
I'll be the first to tell you I don't really believe in polygamy, especially today. The reason why I don't is because there's enough human beings on the planet. You don't need that many people to reproduce like that, unless it's a time of war. So that's the only time I really believe in polygamy. But outside that, I do not believe in polygamy.
Everybody else, I don't know. I took such a long
I
time.
wanna
I
say
Masculine. So you sitting there saying he's not emotional? No, they're not emotional like us, and we shouldn't want them to be. The
Okay,
men in
yeah.
my
When I
family
say
are very open. They get to have the forum. We talk all the time. It's just going to be a controlled environment where we're not just ranting, running our mouth, talking about all this nonsense about how we feel with no solution. Men are more solution based when they talk. Nobody said they don't have feelings, but they're not going to sit there and rant all day. Me and you can talk about the issue for 35 hours and just feel like we just touched the surface. Not men. They want to say what the problem is. Here's the solution. What are we going to do? Conversation be over in 2 minutes. They express how they they just don't have to do it like us. So again, if he was in love with somebody else, that would have already been an issue. I already told you we were dealing with 3 women at the same time when we first started, when we got together. He doesn't want to do it.
Okay, okay. I want to make this clear. I agree. I'm not saying he's that men should be sissified and weak. I'm talking about emotion. When you interact with a human being and there's that chemistry where people just make you feel euphoric. There's certain people that we could never, I'm saying this to women and not just to you. If you're going to be talking about polygyny, this is how I advocate with realistically. If you're going to entertain it sexually, then that's not even the problem. It's the fact that a man will get emotionally connected, meaning he'll catch feelings for someone who's treating him right, someone that he loves, someone that he likes to be around, someone that he misses when they're not around. That's going to happen if you're dealing. If you say he's a human being,
again, you're putting women emotions on a man. Most men.
No. I'm almost finished. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Let me say this. Let me say this. You notice that when I just say a man, he loves you. So if he can love you as his wife, it's possible for him to love another woman.
I already agreed with that.
I know. So this is the point. So if he can love another woman, then he's going to be emotionally attached to her, not like crying all over, like because he broke a nail. I'm saying he's going to think of her. He's going to say, I miss her. Oh, I value her. When you call her a side piece to him, it's going to hurt his feelings, but he's not going to tell you because he knows it's going to upset you. Because when I said women,
it's not going to upset you. That's what you're assuming.
I didn't interrupt you, Queen. I promise I'm going to be parking my car. The point is, we have to be logical. If you are advocating, which you are, for women, for women to accept men having sex with women, and it does tell me, it says a lot about how you think about women calling women whores all the time, but that's another conversation, okay? It's a self-reflection at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, because there's no reason to tell a woman she's a whore if she had a baby out of wedlock or if she celebrates holidays. You said that. You said women who celebrate, those whores love to celebrate holidays.
No, I didn't.
Now, let me get, well, you said the white man's holidays, but sister, that's not the
I didn't say you were a whore for celebrating a holiday. Please don't put words in my head.
Well, excuse me. The main thing that I want to point out that's damaging is we have to be careful when we're talking about sex and relationships. You could die from a disease from someone stepping out in a relationship, but I know you're careful. You're a healthy sister, and people are healthy in certain situations. But you can also mess up your whole marriage. Okay, you could wake up one day thinking your man is just having side pieces, and he will be in love with her more than he's in love with you. And that's a fact, because men do have emotions. Men are human beings. Men are complex beings. Correct. We need to stop making men. We need to stop reducing men to their penises. Excuse me. That's the first time I said that word. But we need to stop reducing men to sexual beings, because that's what's going on. Thinking, oh, he just wants to have sex with those women, but he loves me. That's unrealistic. Men, I advocate for polygyny, but I know that if he's going to be sitting, he don't even have to have sex with a woman. He could be madly in love with her. If I'm letting him sit up and sleep with a bunch of women, I better not be surprised if he's calling her queen and showing her love and saying, don't treat her like that, baby. Don't call her a whore. Don't do that. So that's the thing. When you keep saying he doesn't like polygyny, you're trying to teach women, but I'm gonna teach you something. He does like polygyny because he likes to sleep with other women and he loves other women. You just don't like polygyny right now, but we're gonna work you out. And I hand the mic over to somebody else.
Okay, so first of all, he's not in love with anybody else because I would know. That's number one. We have a very open relationship. He does not love
But then
anybody.
I could call you a liar like you called the other sister a liar.
You're interrupting. Because he would have told me, and he wouldn't have legally got married to me if that was the case. He has been with a lot of women. I already said before, we were in 3 different situations where we had a whole nother woman full time. He did not want to do it. So again, I'm going to say this again. The man you describe sounds like a female. You keep describing men on this female notion. All is, if I have sex with you and I love you and I'm being the most, that's not how men are with sex. It's not. You're describing women who act like that with men. Women fall in love with men over sex. Men do not fall in love with women over sex. Only the weak ones do, who ain't really have a woman in their lives, or the first woman they get with who really gives them good sex. Here they go. They think they're in love and they are not. Sex is completely different for
lies.
Men. It is not the same thing with women. Number
DJ,
two, when it comes to the polygamy thing, if that's what he wanted to do.
Can I just say something? I'll be very quick. So she's comfortable is what it is. Let me tell you something, ladies. That she's very comfortable, and I agree with Nepal. She's playing a dangerous game. When you let your man go out here, sometimes things happen in life. What happens if you guys are having a weakness in a relationship? What happens if, God forbid, we're going to pray this away, but what happens if, God forbid, that you turn sick or something like that, and all of a sudden your husband is spending all this time, this sexual contact with another woman, and like Nepal said, it becomes more than sexual contact. It becomes a friendship. It's a dangerous game if you think, oh, it's just sex, especially if it's a continued thing and it becomes a long-term relationship. And to think that, oh, my husband would never, and my husband I will say this. Some women can say that because their husband is actually faithful, but in her situation, she has admitted that her husband has been out there with women and she's okay with it. A lot of men, especially once they find out a woman is okay with it, they feel literally that they can do no wrong. It's like, well, okay, well, I know in the back of their minds, like, I know she's okay with it, so I guess I can just go ahead and do this. I'm going to be real quick with you, Genesis. I've got an uncle. I've actually had it happen twice in my family. We had a young lady show up at my uncle's funeral. Forgive me, may he rest in peace. But my uncle was a Rolling Stone, honey. And we all looking around like, who is this young lady at the funeral? Child, he had a whole family, a whole child outside the marriage. Okay. And I had another one in the family that had a whole wife, another life, baby girl outside of the family. 20-something years married to my aunt. She had no idea. They almost got a divorce. They decided to work it out. But my aunt had to literally, she didn't have to, but she accepted this young lady into the family, But it was a very hurtful thing my aunt went through with him. And he had money and stuff, worked at the shipyard for years. And he had a woman across town with a whole baby. So, she's talking about he would never. When you start having intimacies, people do fall, not just women, men can fall too, especially if there's a weakness or a breakdown in the marriage. And this woman is being comforting. Maybe she cooks better. Maybe she did something better. Child, you better hold on to your goddamn man. That's all I'm saying.
You notice, Mahogany, how she telling other women that your man gonna cheat and do this and do that, or he, let him cheat. But then when it comes down to her man, he can have sex with them, but he not gonna cheat. So she's scared. She don't want that to happen, baby. She don't want that man to fall in love with nobody but her.
That's what I get too. She's scared. She gets very defensive.
Y'all know what's gonna happen.
He would do it.
One of them girls is gonna hit him. She's gonna blow his trumpet. And he gonna walk in the house, and she's gonna call that woman a whore. And after having his trumpet blown, he gonna take a little offense to her calling that woman a whore. And that's going to be the first mistake. And every mistake she makes thereafter is going to be amplified. She doesn't even know that she set herself up already to have her place snatched. Because she can't control her mouth.
I think what would destroy her marriage is her ego. Depending on how higher up she gets financially and well known, notorious she becomes in her own community, I think that's what's going to destroy her marriage. I don't think it'll have anything to do with sex, though.
The idea that you think we talking about sex right now is crazy. That's crazy work. But go ahead, brother.
And then I would still be there. No one is negating that he does not see other women and talk to them. Men do not love the way we do. They don't. You keep saying that, oh, he has to love. No, they don't. So many men have said this, I don't know how many times. Yo, I only love my wife from time to time. I just want to sleep with somebody else. You're saying that this is not correct. And they can, yes, they do. They've been doing it for I don't know how long. They've been doing it for I don't know how long.
I have a
All of this
question.
will keep emotional. Men get their emotions out very differently, and they do it masculine. A man got to spend time with you to do all this falling in love stuff. They got to spend time with you. So when men see something valuable in you, they're going to end up spending time with you, and then here comes the love. They're not falling in love with you over no sex. Weak men do this.
Right.
They think they're in love and they're not. They think they're in love and they're not, but they learn later on they wasn't in love. It was just the head was good or whatever it was. And I don't reduce women to hoes. Women reduce themselves to hoes. The women who are wives, I respect them and I call them wives. These women out here, if you look at the average woman, that's how they present themselves. That's how they talk. They don't want to be a wife, all this nonsense. So they're calling themselves that. Now that I'm saying that I agree, and that's what they're showing, I'm calling women hoes. No, most of them are. These are the facts. Not a whole bunch of women out here are wife material.
All right, let me go to the next sister. DJ in the building, Genesis. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? So I just had a question when it comes to how the husband steps out. It sounds to me like he has different women that he steps out with. Does he have a specific woman that he's always stepping out with, or is this a different one each time? I'm sorry, I wasn't done.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
a whole question. It's a whole question.
If I'm talking, it's because it's lagging. Because I'm thinking you paused, and that's why I started talking. So I'm sorry.
Oh no! I was trying to understand. Does he go to the strip club and grab a person? Is it does he kind of go on a stroll, or is it that he has a specific group of women that he just rotates in a rotation of women that he just sleeps with? And does he spend? You're saying he doesn't spend no time with them. Does he have it scheduled? Okay, look, I'll be here for 1 hour. I'm asleep. Is he paying these women? What exactly is going on to make sure that they don't fall in love with him?
Well, no. First of all the women end up falling in love because women are very weak, and we don't like admitting it. My husband's very attractive. He knows how to sex very well. It's nothing to make a woman fall in love with you. So most of them want to be with him from anyway. So that comes without saying. The issue is he doesn't stay out long. He'll be gone maybe a few hours and he comes right back home. It's nothing long-winded. He mostly meets these people online. When I engage with him, that's different. We kind of do know the person.
So is this kind of like a swingers type of a thing as well? Are you guys in the lifestyle of swinging or things like that?
No, because I don't sleep with men.
But you're saying you engage with him at times, so you guys will have sex all threesome?
Yeah, if I'm attracted to the woman and I feel like it and she's cool, yes.
Okay, so it's a matter of, so he's kind of just has this freedom. Is it because he expects you not to, or just you just don't want to?
No, I have no desire to be with somebody else.
But if he decided that you could, would you? I mean, if he said you could, would you?
What? No.
I was just wondering. I mean, and here's the thing. So, and how do you feel about when you're with this person and this person might be having a woman, he's sexing them good, and they're falling in love with him. They might be calling you up with some problems or whatever. Hey, I love him.
Hold on for a minute, hey, DJ. Let's not make it personal with her. Let's deal with what she was talking about today. Let's talk about her teachings and what she was talking about.
No, that's what she's talking about. She's saying
to gotta be personal with her.
No, hold on. No. There's a reason why I'm asking this question, because if say you allow your man to go out and have sex, how you're saying okay, he has every right to do that, but we're talking about that he's having sex with another human being. That other human being has feelings. Okay, so if he's doing this, how is that making that other person feels? Even though you guys are cool with it, like or whatever, that he's just sleeping around with all these different people. Also, it's a dangerous situation because this woman is sharing herself with this guy, and is he leading her on too, or I mean, what's going on?
Time out. For some reason, y'all women act like y'all just got on the goddamn planet, like this just started happening. Men do this every goddamn day, and y'all acting like this don't happen in the real world.
It does happen. It's not right though either.
So that's what I'm saying.
You're married to be not doing that.
Where do y'all women come from with that? It's like y'all just waking up yesterday and none of this stuff goes on every goddamn day. The sister is 100% correct, man. This goes on. And wouldn't it be better for a woman to know where your man is at than to him coming in the house lying to you every day? Wouldn't you want to know? And that's what most men do. They gotta end up lying because the woman, they can't take it. They start crying and they can't take it. And it gets crazy. You know?
The sister is 100% correct.
Yeah, so Netta, he's a host. He's doing YouTube right now, but he know that's not true. And I hate when they say, I hate when they give those fake percentages. And I hate when they say most men and most women. That's not true for everybody. Everybody is not the same. It's not true. I don't believe for a second, and I'm going to be honest with you. Bomb knows, but I'm gonna be honest. I have been cheated on. I'm not. And the thing of it is, I'm not at a point where I'm ashamed or anything. That's his lack of control. I've never felt a certain type of way. People are like, "Oh my gosh, aren't you?" Why the hell would I be embarrassed? I'm here holding down the fort. I'm here handling business. If a person has a weakness in that area, that's no folly on the person that it has happened to. So that shows a lack of control on the other person's part, especially if it was not a part of their relationship, not an agreement. So I just want to put that out there. But all men don't. My son's father I never worried about him. I never had to. He was always very family oriented. It didn't work out for other reasons. But all men are not the same when it comes to that. I don't believe for a second that all men are cheating.
Are we giving the men too much credit? Because, it could be our blind side where we want to hope that they're better, but because maybe we should listen to the men, ladies, when they say they ain't shit and that they lie to us and trick us and manipulate us and they just want to be with all these other women. What y'all think about that? Maybe we should listen to that.
That's not true because
that's what y'all men up there. That's what this woman is telling us.
And then you got like a man yelling like, "This is he telling the truth here."
He's being truthful to her, but lying to everybody else, lying to all the other women.
Wouldn't you want to know the truth about where your man at? Where is he going? Who you been with? Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up because it wasn't like that all the time. There was a time when we was free before we got to America. Just like the sister said, show us one time where there was where there was just one man and one woman, where this wasn't going on. Show it to us. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Genesis.
No, that's not the point I'm trying to. The point I'm trying to make is that yes, he might be being honest with her, but is he lying to all these other women to get them to have sex with him, to make them believe that he could, so that they can continue to sleep with him and feel like they're in a fake relationship with him? They keep getting the money.
No, 1 second. So let me just answer real quick so we can just surmise this. I'm not trying to interrupt you. So he doesn't make anybody think they're in a relationship. Why?
That's the part I wanted to address. I'm gonna shut up, DJ. But the part when you asked her, thank God, girl. The part when you asked her, is he lying to all the other women? And she was like, oh yeah, because basically she said the other women were whores, and that's when I kind of went crazy in the chat, and I was like, well, all women deserve some, like. That's not right. We should not be teaching men that it's okay to lie to some women, be honest with your wife and lie to other women. Like, that's not okay morally. And you were talking about the moral aspect. So go ahead. Yeah.
And you see how she was like, yes. Like, that was a good thing. I'm like, bro, what?
Mm-hmm. But you expect that he's not lying to you.
So they're like, y'all
with her.
No, hold on. No, there's a reason why I'm asking this question, because if say you allow your man to go out and have sex, how you're saying, okay, he has every right to do that, but we're talking about that he's having sex with another human being. That other human being has feelings. Okay? So if he's doing this, how is that making that other person feels, even though you guys are cool with it, like, or whatever, that he's just sleeping around with all these different people? Also, it's a dangerous situation because this woman is sharing herself with this guy, and is he leading her on too, or I mean, what's going on?
Time out. For some reason, y'all women act like y'all.
Did you hear what I said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So next says time out. Y'all women act like y'all don't know what's going on. It's like, bro, this guy she's his wife, and she is encouraging him to go out and lie to women and pretend that he is liking them, and she knows that she's the primary wife or whatever. She's sitting back in her comfy home while her husband goes out and cheats with multiple women. What the fuck is this, bro? It's like, bro, that's not cool. Like, what are we doing here?
Also, too, because I got to say this. If she thinks she better, I have a friend that's a nurse that works in a clinic, and married people come up in there. I'm going to say that. So
It's almost over, child. I know, it's almost over.
Okay.
Afuni is like, how long is it going? It's almost over.
Well, I was just going to say.
When I get up there, honey, I think that when I start saying shit, people like get to shutting shit down. They get to shut the show down. Because I get to asking questions, and people are like, oh, that's enough. Okay? We're going to shut this down. Shut this whole show down. Genesis is asking questions that is based in reality and not bullshit. And we're going to shut the show down.
My thing is, I just think it's a little delusional to think that every time, especially if they're finding people off the internet, that every time he's using protection. Like, I think she should be concerned. I just do. But I don't know they're married, so.
So what? So I asked several questions. Like, okay,
just got on the goddamn planet. Like, this just started happening. Men do this every goddamn day. And y'all acting like this don't happen in the real world.
It does happen. It's not right though either.
So that's what I'm saying.
You're married to be not doing that.
Where do y'all women come from with that? It's like y'all just waking up yesterday and none of this stuff goes on every goddamn day. The sister is 100% correct, man. This goes on. And wouldn't it be better for a woman to know where your man is at than to him coming in the house lying to you every day? Wouldn't you want to know? And that's what most men do. They gotta end up lying because the woman, they can't take it. They start crying and they can't take it. And it gets crazy. You know?
Maybe being truthful to her, but lying to everybody else, lying to all the other women.
Come on. Wouldn't you want to know the truth about where your man at? Where is he going? Who you been with? Come on, man. Y'all got.
You hear me in the background. You lying to the other women. So she feels secure in her spot because she got a husband. That's my husband, and he can fuck all these different women, and fuck they all ugly because they got weaves in their hair, and I got my little like pintail, whatever the hell, whatever that's on top
and
of it.
And baby hairs, and I'm damn near 50 years old, baby.
1990s baby hair, scoop back, whatever, and I got it all together, and he don't like these women.
To wake up, because it wasn't like that all the time. There was a time when we was free before we got to America. Just like the sister said, show us one time where there was no, where there was just one man and one woman, where this wasn't going on. Show it to us.
Brought it to America and everything like that.
Excuse
And
me.
we ain't talking about this, how this woman is sitting here, that she is like the supreme being woman. And all these other women is ugly. And they got on weaves. My hair used to be into my back and stuff like this. But I got this little ponytail on the top of my head. And it look like a third grader, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying. Go ahead. Genesis.
Actually,
That's the point I'm trying to make is that
I got the damn baby hair scooping back.
DJ.
Let me tell you something. Y'all not gonna play with me on this bullshit. You know that she look crazy.
he might be being honest with her, but is he lying to all these other women to get them to have sex with him, to make them believe that he could, so that they can continue to sleep with him and feel like they're in a fake relationship with him? They keep getting the money.
No, 1 second. So let me just answer real quick so we can just surmise this. I'm not trying to interrupt you. So he doesn't make anybody think they're in a relationship. Why? We're so open. I read his messages. I'm sitting right there when he's.
Oh, shut the fuck up, because you're not there. Once he gets over there and you read his message, you don't know what the hell he's telling this woman because you read his message. Shut up.
She's playing her position.
Man, yeah, she is, and she whatever, and she just sat here and told people, "Oh, you look crazy when you got a weave in your hair." But look at how her hair looks. Shut up.
He's sitting there when he's on the phone. So half of the women do know that he is married. The other half do not. It just keeps it simple. We know the ones we can tell. We know the ones that we can. It's just a feeling.
We know the ones we can tell. Let me just really listen, because I've been quiet this whole time, and I've been really wanting to go in on this girl this whole time. But let me just say this, because this is like a Princella Clark ×2. But she's trying to say that this, that, the other. She got her red lipstick on. She got her hair done like a third grader. Got the scoop back like baby hairs. And she is thinking that she is the one chosen by this guy. That she is number one, child. Like this guy, like there ain't no other woman that could even compare to her. All these other women, these are stupid. They are ugly women because they have weave in their hair. And I got my natural hair. And at one point, my hair used to be down my backside to my bra strap. If you heard her back.
Yeah, I heard her.
When you start talking to them. So normally he needs, online we talk.
Listen. Soon as CP said wrap this up, so I'm going to wrap this shit the fuck up.
Everything, the women who know, they know. The women who don't, they know. And he keeps them in the sex box that they're in.
Man, you don't know what he's keeping her in because you're not there when he's having sex with that woman. You don't know how he laying up with her, what he telling her. You're not there. He let you see a text message. He could tell her to say, like, send a text message that say like, my wife, she down with it. Just send her some. Just send a text message out. Hey, how you doing? Or whatever. Niggas lie. Men lie. Women lie. We all lie. Like you're sitting up here pretending like you got the whole thing figured out. Well, I read his text message. We get down on these women together, and we all, like you like the homie or something like that. You not the homie, sir, ma'am.
So even if they start talking feelings, he'll put them on like sometimes he'll just never text them back again once they do that. Or
that's what he tell you, child.
He'll do like a 2-month break, then they'll hit him up and then they'll see where you are. He doesn't.
When they get feelings, he just stop talking to him. That's what he tell you. You don't know if he got another phone. You don't know if he got like a damn iPad, some software somewhere. Okay, well, just put this into the phone so I can appease my wife, because there's some scandalous bitches out here that will go along with some shit, and they know you got a wife and be on some old hoe ass. Because you talk about these hoes, you allowing your husband to be with hoes.
Doesn't really do the feeling emotional thing. When they do that, they kind of just get swiped to the back. So just to make
swipe to the back, that's what you see. Okay, you don't see what he might be doing on the side, where he might have like 2-3 other phones. Where, okay, when he's swiping to the back over here, he's swiping it to the left over there on the other phone, where he like, man, don't worry about that. I just had my wife looking at the phone and woo, woo, woo. And you got this hoe ass chick, right? You know what I'm saying? And he paying it, right? And I tried to bring up the whole thing. Like, okay, so where the money at, though? Where's the money at, bro? Let's talk some real shit. Ain't no nigga doing all this stuff married and ain't paying it. This nigga is in his 40s. He's paying it. He got these young chicks and he's paying it straight up.
Surmise it. He does it. I know. It's a lot of protection in knowing, because let's just say, honey, something tell me something off with this one. One time we found out something was off, and it really, it saved us. So at least me knowing it's a lot.
Something was off, and we knew, and I was the one that called it. Honey, you don't know what the hell. That's why you up here talking about the STDs and everything. You probably caught the STD and then probably pretending like, oh, well, I found out what it was before it was what it was. And that child, you caught an STD. There's no way that you're operating like this with your man going on. The reason why when I asked about STD, I think I asked about this after this, and she's like, oh, no. I'm like, bro, like, it don't matter. Whatever you're saying, like, bro, these niggas lie, bro. They will lie.
A lot of safety that I know because he gets to feel safe and I'm like his best friend with it. So the fact that I'm his best friend, he has no problem.
He's his best friend. Man, even Nick Fuentes says, man, you ain't his best friend. Shouts out to Nick Fuentes. Let me tell you what Nick Fuentes says about the best friend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. Because y'all people are delusional about the best friend. You ain't his best friend, bro. Do I still have it on here? Oh, damn, I think I took it off. You're not his best friend, bro.
I agree with that.
His best friend, bro. Don't be stupid. You're not his best friend.
Yes. People was surprised when I told them.
And lying, bro. You dumb.
Yeah.
Not
when
your man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. When I told people that my husband is not my best friend, people were shocked at that. And I'm like, he is not my best friend. And I'm not his best friend, right? But there's some delusional people in the world. And that's why that's why he's able to go have sex with other women, because he convinced her that she is his best friend. But apparently, her pussy whack, okay? Because if he loves her so much, and he
is struggling. Huh? Yeah, the punani is struggle.
It gotta be, because if they best friends and he love her and they talk and everything, what do we need to go and have sex with other women for?
Straight up, and watch this.
Your wife is not your big sister. She's your wife. She is your dominion. You own her, and she is subject to you. She is your subject. She is your helper, and women should be treated like children, basically. Not like your buddy, not like your best companion. Your best friend should be another guy. Your wife is your wife. And if you really enjoy the company of your wife that much, I have bad news for you.
What men really think, I believe, ain't no best friend and no male female. I mean, you guys could be cool with each other and whatever, but let me tell you something. I don't believe that men really feel like women are their best friend. I'm sorry. I think that's a delusion that we come up with to make it seem like, oh, okay, we have it under control. We don't.
Problem coming, showing me pictures. We talk. We get on the phone. Sometimes we talk to these women. This is just the way it is, and it makes it so much more peaceful for both of us and how happy we are. And I never said women were hoes because they celebrated holidays. I just said he had sex with his hoes. You're not going to do it during that week because they're going to take it to mean something. Oh, he came to see me on Christmas Day. See, then I'm going to get a text message. He don't love me anymore and all the stupid crap. So we just, avoid the excess drama that we can avoid. But again, women cannot handle the truth. Normally, they cannot. My husband knows that I can handle the truth. We have very open communication. It's a beautiful thing, and it really works, and more women need to do that because it will save the Black family. Whether you're doing sexual polygamy or you're having multiple wives, it is just definitely the way to go because we can't change men. You can't change them with this era, even though we keep trying.
What the hell is sexual polygamy? What is sexual polygamy? This is something she just made up out of the thin blue air.
Without verbal contract.
Sexual, she's married, bro. Like, listen, and here's the thing: is you listen. Based on the questions I asked, I pretty much realized that there's no condom being used. He's out there getting it in, no condom, and then she's saying, "Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as STDs and blah 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 blah." Bullshit. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is very weird.
You put pressure on them, which just forces them to lie to us even more, which is what we're trying to avoid. We have never had a period in history where men didn't do it. Some men had multiple wives, some men just had concubines. That's their personal choice to do.
One last question. What about BV? What about BV? If a man, is sleeping with.
Hold on.
Here we go. Sonetta got a saver, Captain Saberho. You know what I'm saying, or Captain Saber, whatever she calls her. Hold on now. Hold on.
Let me address Tone. Sir, how would you feel if Nepal was laying up with various men? Number one, Nepal don't get down like that. I know Nepal. I knows her. See, that's a difference when you know someone. She's not that type of woman, bro. She don't do that. She don't even let nobody talk crazy to her. So you got to know who you dealing with, man. Nepal don't do that.
Okay, I would have more faith in a Nepal, a female, than a man that lies all the time. Come on, men be lying, bro. They lies. I'm sorry. Listen. You deal with enough men, you realize they be lying.
I think they meant like
before that happened, she would leave, or we would be we would no longer be there together. See, so that's the answer to that question, man.
Right. Can I ask
I was asking one last question about bacterial vaginosis, like bacterial vaginitis. Like when men are sleeping with multiple women, the pH balance of a woman can get off. So what about that? How do you stop that from happening?
Well, a man's diet goes in his sperm and can throw your pH well. So they have boric acid pills. They have a whole bunch of natural remedies for that, which I do. So that's not really an issue.
Yeah, and I want to add,
you don't even have to sleep around with other women for you to get bacterial vagina. His diet can do that alone. So I handle that.
And may I say?
Oh, what?
Too much sugar. Too much sugar can do that too.
Oh, that's
diet. His gut health.
Yeah, but we knew they talk about sex. It's something that she wanna. That's crazy.
Why are you saying people don't? If you have multiple partners, you don't get the BV, bro. How do they look over this and say, no, if you just eat the wrong way, that's where it comes from. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bro. If you have multiple partners, you can get trichomonas, all type of other stuff. These people are crazy when they talk about no, it's all good. What? This is the problem here. That's bullshit.
She's coming from a standpoint of knowing holistic health.
Oh, she's coming from.
You don't know a damn thing.
That's the truth, though. I'm being honest. She knows holistic health.
What? It's not the truth.
What information are you saying that?
She coming from the place of her husband being a hoe, and she just have to deal with it. That's what.
What I'm saying is the way it sounds like she's kind of being.
She was delusional. She said, "You know what? It must be my diet, hubby.
You want
to be the fact that you're sleeping with all these different women and without a condom and." Going up within me, I didn't.
She's letting you know that she believes in holistic health without saying.
She don't believe in no damn holistic. Can I just say this? This is the part that pisses me off. The STDs that are the diseases you just brought up, trichomoniasis or whatever it's called, trichomoniasis, and what's the other one? Bacterial vaginosis. Women, we suffer the side effects way more than men. Men can be running around with it and don't even realize it. So it's like, okay, I don't care if your vagina is going through hell right now. Like it's a very nonchalant.
Right. If you tell other women, okay, hubby. When you go to the other women, give them some oil of oregano so they don't mess up my pH balance and stuff. When she make her little book bag for him to go off and fuck other women, is there a bunch of fucking anti-fungal and anti-parasitic and whatever the hell else to make sure that they're set up? Or is she waiting until afterwards when her shit start itching and say, well, okay, well, I'm just gonna take my little oil of this and my herb of that and black seed oil, whatever the hell, and then they up there itching and whatever, and he go back to them and bring it back and forth, back forth, back and forth, back.
I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I mean, you have stuff for like that, like fenbendazole. You get what I'm saying? People use these type of things.
With that bullshit. Listen, I have been quiet this whole time, just waiting to see how y'all was gonna Man, that's bullshit. What you say is crazy as hell.
Hey, this doctor,
Yes.
tell me to say it again. I don't want Moten.
Oh, Moten,
Yeah, when they bring up the bacterial vaginosis thing, yeah, your diet, not even his, can throw off you can
Correct.
get bacterial vaginosis in that way. So yeah, the
But listen, that they just threw that. It's just whatever. No, it's just your diet could be the thing.
They don't want to deal with the like I said, they don't want to deal with the consequences.
Pootie cat on 10. No, that's just because of your diet.
Gut health is real, people. Just letting you know.
Man, y'all,
Oh,
man,
God.
this is crazy as hell, bro.
Berry are gorgeous looking women. These are the facts. So when I say unattractive, I'm talking about the way they present. Let's even take the face out. Your body and your hair, your presentation, and what you have on, they are unattractive. They are overweight and they're full of weave. The weave is ugly, it's colored, and it's not attractive. That is 98% of our women anywhere you go in the United States. The virus then got to Africa, it's in the Caribbean. They look disgusting. It's not attractive. We want all natural, in shape women, period. That's what men like. That's what women should be doing. And I'm not going to not say that when I'm looking at Black women every day when I go to work. I see them in my classes. I see them on the street. I see them online. They're not attractive. It's not attractive to be fat. It's not attractive to be overweight. It's not attractive to have a wig on and you always got a wig and your freaking lace front and stupid glue. It's retarded. It's ugly and it's not attractive. Grow your hair. Take care of your hair. I told my students the hairstyles y'all have are too simple. It's a part in the middle with curls to the side. Why you couldn't grow your hair and do that?
But she's
What's up
not.
with her hair? What the hell that is on top of her head? The hell?
Yeah, and I don't think she's that attractive. Like, I just hate that. I hate that.
Man.
I think she's talking about weave mainly. People wearing weave.
No, she was talking about women that are overweight, and I saw her Instagram. She is not like into the. I just hate when women pick other women apart to appease men. She's trying to appease men to sell these goddamn books. That's what she's doing.
Listen. I don't know if we are in the 1990s or like 2026, but that hairdo is not something that you should be. Listen, I'd rather have a weave any day of a hair than that hairdo. You should never get on the panel.
I like it.
That's a whole weave.
I guarantee you she don't shave looking at that hairdo.
That's
And
a
I
weave.
said something, and they timed me out. I said something about her little girl hairstyle because no grown woman.
That hairdo is like 3-year-old. Like
she's got a bow. It has a bow. Oh God.
Barrettes. It's like barrettes. Come on now, not barrettes. Like you got barrettes and like scooped. Like, come on now. What are we doing here? But guys, they don't even realize how like remedial that she's. They just like, oh, she sounds good to me, and her mouth, like the red lipstick on, look good to me. I don't sound like a bad idea or whatever she said. Yeah, she probably could get some good head. You know what I'm saying? Because her mouth is real wide and loud. But I'm like, bro, she talking about Black women and their hair, and I'm like, bro, anyone knows this whole scoopity loop? Come on now, what are we doing here? This is like 3rd grade. This hairdo is 3rd grade, bro.
My hair goes all the way down my back to my bra.
Her hair goes all the way down to her back to her bra.
Her hair does seem that I don't know. I'm gonna go look because they dropped her Instagram. I am not doxing nobody, but they dropped.
Well, why didn't she wear her hair like that? Why did she do this hairdo?
It looked like I agree with Bomb. It actually looked like a weave on Instagram. So she's peddling.
She said her hair goes all the way down to back to her brow. Like, why did you wear
I see
that?
them in my classes. I see them on the street. I see them online. They're not attractive. It's not attractive to be fat. It's not attractive to be overweight. It's not attractive to have a wig on and you always got a wig.
It's a fat bitch talking shit about your hair today. Because you know what? You ain't gonna keep talking about us fat bitches. You know what I'm saying? I might be a fat bitch, but you ain't gonna be up here with that hairdo. With that 3rd grade hairstyle and that whatever you call that, you think that like no, that looks crazy too. So you think that hairdo is cool? You think that's cute? And the red lipstick and everything, you look cool with it? No, that's not cool. Stop talking about the big women and the little chubby women, okay? Because I'm a chubby woman and you ain't gonna
and your freaking lace and stupid glue. It's retarded. It's ugly and it's not attractive. Grow your hair. Take care of your hair.
I got
my students. The hairstyles y'all have are too simple. It's a part in the middle with curls to the side. Why you couldn't grow your hair and do that? My hair goes all the way down my back to my bra strap. You grow it out. All of this you can't take. Yes, you can take care of it. You're lying. I had 3 daughters. And one of my very coarse hair, you can still do it, make it manageable, and take care of your hair. You don't want to take care of your hair, that's on you, and you're being lazy. So no, I'm going to say it because it's a problem in the community. And then we're forcing men to like it, right? And because they want to have sex with you, no man is coming up to you because they think you're the spiritual, wonderful person when they just saw you. They don't know you.
Child, she's like a 1990s. The whole thing is 1990s. She had a choker on from the 90s. The whole 1990s choker on. The ponytail at the top. All she needs is like an actual bang that goes up and scoops down. You know what I'm saying, with the feathers on the side. Like, I mean, that's all. This is like, it's like a 1990s replay.
It is purely sexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. People gotta stop acting like sex isn't huge. It is. Have a relationship with no sex. It's corny. That's disgusting. Nobody wants that. We gotta stop acting like we're in denial. You can't be so spiritual. The natural explains the.
She's putting down other women, so we're gonna put her down. You don't get to talk about other women and how they look and whatever, and then you don't get put down too. So I'm here for
right, and that's what I
stop putting her down, you guys, because you guys are, y'all want to get y'all D inspired. She's married. She's not gonna come and ask your D. Okay, so she loves her little husband or whatever, even though he cheating on her and blah 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 and whatever. Y'all like all that whatever, but bottom line is that she have a very childish hairdo, and
she's not skinny. Go look at
so I don't do that.
Man, send the Instagram in the back check.
When a man's coming up to my daughter and a man comes up to me, it is purely for sex. It's not because, oh man, I think she's a spiritual person. She gonna do. No, they're looking at your face. They're looking at your body. It's sexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. You determine if the man takes you out that sex box or not. And my daughters know ain't no man coming up to you because they think you're gonna be a great mother to their children. They're coming up to you because you look good, your hair is swinging. You got lip gloss on, and that's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I want to address that because you said a lot. You conflated a lot.
Hold on, Nepal. Hold on. I gotta bring in Brother Lot before that.
But I don't want to leave that point. He's gonna. You're not gonna let me respond. You're not gonna let.
No, let me bring in Brother Lot first. Brother Lot.
Hi.
Brother Lot.
Hello. Peace and blessings to you all on the panel.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat. And
I'm not other women like she better.
Peace, brother.
Exactly. I don't like.
I put something in the back in regards to what I've been hearing because I actually just got back in the crib.
Younger women.
And I see and also hear a lot of the conversation being based on sex. Can we both agree, sis, that a lot of the conversation more so basing it on sex for a lot of men is really not that important? More so for some men, getting to some money is more important than sex.
Now, by the way, this is Miss Nicole's husband that's on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So she said, well, your husband probably is cheating on you. And woo, and guess what? She got her own husband to come up on there and now she look crazy. Well, I wasn't saying everybody. I was saying, well, maybe some of the people, well, you are part of the 10% and not the 5% or whatever.
Look at her. It look like a weave. Bomb. That looked like a weave to me. But that's her Instagram. Her husband is a nice looking man. He's a dark skinned man. He actually looks like he's got some African. Let me scroll. I'm actually locked out of Insta, so I can only do the.
Looks like she goes both ways in that photo.
Can y'all see her?
She ain't said she go.
Her husband.
Oh yeah.
He's a nice man.
With the husband in his shenanigans.
But look at the hair. Look at the hair, y'all. I wish I could click on it. I'm not able to get onto Instagram. But see, I think this is a grift, y'all. I don't think this is real.
No. I mean, if it is her hair, so be it.
Well, this could be her hair. This looked like a weave. It
sounds like her hair, but she looked childish on this thing, so it don't matter how she look on Instagram.
What's up with that red lipstick?
That's the she channeling the 90s and
she goes more natural looking is what it looks like. I get what she's saying about the hair situation. 'Cause I do want women to, black women to really love themselves and not wear that without feeling like wanting to be like the European.
You don't need, y'all don't even know when a woman have weave or not. That's why you don't know if she's natural or not. Y'all
I can tell.
No, you cannot. You cannot tell unless she just have it all the way crazy. When she want to look natural, you cannot tell.
Like in this video, how she has her hair, that's her natural hair. I'm not talking about what's in the photo.
Outside to her natural hair, but in this thing, when she's talking about everybody else's hair, she is looking not that cool right here. This is not cute. So my thing is that if you're gonna be talking about, she should have wore her hair down, and because she said my hair goes to my bra strap. Shouts out to you. Should have worn it down, not in this childish looking hairdo. Not like scoop back 15 times with the front whatever. That's 1990s, and then the whole like choker on.
Yeah.
In like 19.
That's how we're dressing in the 90s, girl. You right.
I do exactly. I want to say,
like, come on, ride that train.
DJ,
DJ. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, what 1990s video was you in? Okay?
DJ, hey Beachy, DJ, I want to talk to this young man about the hair. So my whole life I had pretty long hair, even before I had the dreads. My mom had pretty long hair. This is how I know that she's not really educated, and this is how I know she's just repeating things that she's heard. In my family, it's just a genetic thing, especially on my mom's side, because my aunt started, my mom, all of us, we had hair. As we get older, I started to watch my mom lose her hair in her 40s. There is such a thing, and I've proved this on my own channel. There's such a thing called genetic alopecia. There's different types of alopecia. You have traction alopecia from pulling the edges too tight, but there's such a thing as genetic alopecia when women's hair start to thin out. It can thin out at the crowns, or the back, or the sides, different places. And so some women wear hair pieces for different reasons. That's all I'm saying. Or it could have been due to past trauma, past weaves, or whatever, but they have a right to do that to make themselves happy and to where they feel presentable. It's not for other people to tell other people, if you don't like something, then you don't deal with that woman. You can't tell strange women that you don't know how to wear her hair. She might have a man. Maybe her man likes it. So she's just way out of pocket. She's way out of pocket. I'm natural. But guess what? I don't go run around trying to tell everybody to be natural, because like my mom right now, I have pictures of my mom from the 70s. Her hair was down to her back, but she's a 70-something-year-old woman. And so now she has to wear a wig piece. It happens, but that's nobody's business. And she has a right to do it. You can't just tell people, oh, go natural, go natural, go natural. It's not necessarily for everybody.
Hey, some people are missing the side. Some people are missing like all the
right.
I'm going through menopause right now, perimenopause, and my whole middle kind of like is thinning out. And I ain't gonna lie, I might have to go ahead and put a wig on. Right now it looks thick and looks nice right now, but I'm gonna tell you what. So it's really interesting that here's the thing is that I bet you her own forehead don't even start that far back. You know what I'm saying? It's because she probably is missing some hair or whatever she didn't do. Because even that scoop of like that baby hair, what she got like that, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is that women should not be doing that to each other.
Right.
They should not be sitting on no panel and looking down on other women because that might be the woman that her husband be getting with the weaves and everything, and get on a panel and be like, oh y'all ugly, y'all need to be more natural because this is what my husband likes, but he gets with the ugly women, the fat women, the women that's overweight, obese, and this that these are probably the women that her husband is choosing other than her on the side, and she up there laughing at them. And I'm like, bro, he like that fat cootie cat. Let me tell you something about these men that be hooking up with these big old women because they got like that fat cootie cat. So you want you up there, you really competing when you don't even compare, man. So you might be thin or whatever, you think you cool or whatever, but like he doing it for a reason. Why would a man step out on his wife and constantly, and then you gotta pack a bag for him? It's because he getting something over here he ain't getting with you, ma'am.
Listen, if he's from Africa, They like big women. And Genesis, if you know, I got some sites where them men they love us, girl. They love us chunky bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
But will they marry him?
they
wait,
marry plenty of big. What are you talking about?
big
You
women
still
do get married. What are
No,
you
I'm
talking
saying,
about?
will they marry the black, so-called black American woman? Will those African men marry those women?
Apparently, he married to her and cheating on her.
See?
no,
So that,
no. He's with her. She's thin. She's the ideal woman, right? But he's still cheating on her. You're saying would an African man marry a bigger woman and cheat on her? Or no, you said would he even marry her, right? So he's
Yeah.
married this thin, statuesque woman. She's got everything known to man, but he's still cheating on her, sir.
Is he an African dude?
I don't care where he's from. He's a man and he's cheating on her, bro. And she's for it. And she's trying to convince all the other women, like, listen, this is how men are. Just allow them to do it. Don't have a problem with it. Just go along with it. Whatever. If they have an STD, this is what she's saying. If they have an STD, STDs came from white people. Just take some herbs and you can like get over it. Like, what the hell are we talking about here, bro?
I'll put it this way. She thinks that basically she's making it easier on y'all so that y'all can stay with black men and not have to work.
no,
That's
she
really
don't
what she's
like
telling
black
y'all.
women.
But she's not saying it.
She don't
What's
like
that?
black women. She calling us all kinds of other names, but you saying that she means something else and not saying it?
Do you
Right. Right. That's what she's really telling black women, hey, I'm trying to help you with this logic. That's what she's really saying.
Do you even think
She's telling you to get out of your feelings. And I mean, it's her opinion and her lifestyle,
She's telling
but
us to let our men cheat on us.
she's telling you it's an easier way to be with that black man if you really
to
want
let
to.
him cheat on us. And I listen, I've never dated out of my race. But if a man wanted to cheat on me for me to be with him, I would go to an Asian man. Fuck out of here.
Are you married?
Sir.
Are you married? Yes or no? Are you married, Hotspot?
No, the most I've ever been is engaged, but even then,
Okay. So it don't matter what. So you're agreeing with her about what she said about black men.
no. I'm telling you from.
Sir, you have not even made a commitment. Bomb Cherry and Fundi Feet, and I think even Chocolate she's engaged right now. All the women on this panel are in some kind of a commitment. You're the only one trying to cap for what she's saying. Even she's married. You're not married. So what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, you're trying to cap for something you're not even a part of. You're not even like married at all. Like, you're not even engaged or nothing like that. Are you in a relationship at least, like a long-term relationship, sir? What are we saying? So I'm saying is that it's better for you to listen to what women want, and maybe you'll understand like that this is not it. Whatever she's saying is bullshit. She's married to a guy, she's settling for less, and she's gonna be miserable in the long run. Let's go.
So in regards for just marginalizing when you meet somebody and having sex with them, there's a lot of men like myself that's out there that really don't want to be out there just sleeping with a whole lot of chicks. It's just not cool for you to just lay up with a whole lot of different women when you get to a certain age. It's not cool. You can't perceive every man to just want to go out and just give sex or give your seed or share your seed with any woman. Not every woman is qualified or deserving of that.
True.
Whether they just be left on their leg or if you just leave it on their back or wherever else you choose to. Some women is not deserving for you to go over to their crib, pardon my French, and knock the Mario coins out their back. They don't deserve that.
And just to interject, Dr. Norton, Brother La's my husband.
Oh, okay. Hi.
How you doing, Queen? I mean,
So I would again say to that statement, I don't know, are you done? Because
what I'm saying to you, sis, is this. A lot of brothers out there for the most part, and I can speak for a lot of brothers, me being from the Deen of Islam as being Muslim, A lot of brothers just want to find a good woman that's going to ride or die with them. You get a lot of these chicks is out there that really ain't about nothing.
And
Nobody's
and I'm
out
not,
there, and nobody's out there embracing quarter waters nowadays. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
so I would say that's a place that you came to, and you represent the 20% of men who don't want to do that. That is not the norm for the average man. The average man wants to have his wife and go eat his cookies too, which is what I told your wife earlier. You are just that 20% of men in that population who choose not to do that.
How in the hell is she gonna tell a man what he wants to do?
And then the fake numbers, where she gets to 20%? Like, what's
Hey,
I need to see the studies now.
70%, 50%, 85%. Based on what, man? What study? You like? Where did you get people into a room together? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, ain't no study that's saying that.
The average man you meet, meaning 7 out of 10, that's what they want to do. That's
7 out of 10 based on what? Like, bro, show me the listen. 7 out of 10, 20%, 75%, 80%. She had been throwing out all kind of percentages, and there is no study based on anything she said.
No proof. No
because men are like, yeah, she's speaking my language. I want to have sex with all these different women too. They're like, she's right. Like, what the fuck?
what they're going to do, and that's what they are doing. You just not in that.
She's right. 25% of the men and 85% of the women. So fucking man, based on what, man?
Average bracket. You're in the top 20% where they don't want to do that. That's not the average man we walking into. The average man and sisters walking into, they can have a good job because they do. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, all of that. That's what they do, and that's how they're executing it. And yes, they want their ride or die. They still want to feel something else on their penis. So while it's not sex-based, that's a man's love language. Not have sex and see
what he want to feel on his penis. This is a whole man up in here telling you who's married to this woman right here. And you're telling him about what he want to feel on his penis, how men feel. Like,
she said he's the 20% though.
Can I say
20% of what? Based on what, bro?
Yeah,
The men who are monogamous. The men who are monogamous.
Though. She's just throwing numbers. Can I just say this, DJ? This is
I mean, it's irritating. Like you.
It is.
You just want to. You disagree with her because you want to fuck all these different women.
No, that's not true. Stop, DJ.
DJ, I want to say this too. I hate that phrase "ride or die," and I've talked about this before. The whole ride or die thing. When you think about the ride or die, they're talking about, hold me down no matter what. Hold me down if I go to prison for 35 years. Hold me down if I'm cheating on you. Hold me down if I got a family across town. Hold me down if I lose all our money out of savings. And I'm tired of some black men telling black women basically, be my ride or die, go through all this hell. And then, to prove your love for me, why do not all of us, but there's a subset of men that think that they got to put their woman through hell in order to prove that she loves them. And that I just totally disagree with that.
I just want to say this. Somebody says, well, statistics is a thing. Well, honey, statistics come from somewhere. What study did the statistics come from? Like, you can't just throw out like, 25% of the people eat Cheerios. Like, okay, well, based on what study? Like, you can't just throw out statistics and like, just because you say 25% of people do X, Y, Z, and you have what you do, a real person that is real solid in their statistics will say, well, based on X, Y, Z study, 25% of the people do X, Y, Z. She has not exhibited what study that she has gotten whatever these statistics are from. So therefore, I don't respect any statistics. She just said 75%, half the people, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Well, one half of the people, the majority of the men, and all this stuff is based on what, man? So she has a book out right now. And so if you have a book, you should have an actual source of your statistics.
Right.
And so I read a book. That means that when I speak on something, because I will say this, shouts out to Prince Ella Clark on this thing. whenever she would throw out a random statistic, she would be able to also bring that statistic up and say, okay, this is where I got my statistic from. So shout out to her for being able to do that. But what she's been doing this whole entire time is throwing out statistics and don't have no source of anything that what she's saying. And it's about to be wrapped up real quick, but I'm going to go ahead, Chocolate. We
He calling me Chocolate. I love it. That child, I had suckers and I was just messing with them, but you can call me Chocolate or Mahogany. It's cool. I just want to say this about the statistics. People online and the space I'm from, whatever you want to call it, manosphere adjacent, whatever you want to call it, they're good for doing that, throwing out these statistics, and they don't know how to read them. One of their favorite statistics is, well, women file for divorce 70% or whatever the number is 70% of the time, and they never talk about looking into those numbers of why and how and what's going on, and let's look into why that is, and they never deal with it. So she's another one. And then she said something later on in this live that was not true. She said that most divorces are because men aren't getting sex. That's a lie. Most divorces are financial, and that you can simply Google. But like you do, you're right. You gotta source up, as they say. You gotta name the source.
But that's what House Party is, source up or shut up. They have a whole thing. Source up or shut up. That they hit the button, boom. Source up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? It's the toughest environment, right? But this is not the toughest environment that she was in right now. This was like a bunch of dudes like, she sound like she right to me. Yeah, she sound right. Whatever she said. Yeah, what she said. I need all our women to fall in line with this book.
But I get you. I don't want no sexist relation. I'm glad I don't have one. Do me and my husband bond together a lot? Of course we do. After we have sex, before we have sex, after we go and do that emotional bond, we having sex again. Absolutely. We're going to have a very highly sexual relationship, along with being emotional, being spiritual, taking care of our children, doing the work that needs to be done. But the average man wants to do that. They're going to have their ride or die. Men are always looking for a ride or die. That's a fact. We're not taking that away, but their penis still wants something different. They still desire other women sexually. They're not connected. For a man, it's just not connected.
But my basis of the conversation I'm having with you now says, can you just marginalize, or even in a sense, putting it more so in a deplorable sense of just saying, you know what, I'm gonna just get this pussy, pardon my French, and then just move to the next one? When essentially, if I can get some good milk and cookies and have a sister that'll buy her BI at home and have all of it under the same roof, most men want that.
They do want that, and they get that with their wives. Their penis still wants something different. You still want to feel something different on your genitals. Why are we acting like that's not a thing? It is. I'm not negating that you don't.
She telling a man what he want to feel in his genitals. You have never had male genitals. This is the same thing that Charleston White told Princella. If you go on my channel, right, you'll see a whole interview with Princella Clark and Charleston White, right? It's called what the fuck was it called? Whatever it was called. Goddamn. I don't know what. Listen, I'm old. I'm getting like old or whatever. Fucking perimenopause kicking in. But I'm just saying, whatever it's called, just go look it up. It's called it's Charleston White and Princella Clark. But he said to her, "How can you tell a man what he feels in his genitals, but in his penis? You can't tell this guy what he's feeling in his penis and how he gonna react to what he feeling in his penis. That is crazy, bro. Like, you don't know what a penis, how it feels to have a penis walking around, rubbing up against your pants all day long. Probably getting aroused off just only that. Like, you don't know what men go through. So I'm not gonna sit up here and be like and tell no man. So what men do and what they got going on with their penis is this. If you don't be quiet because her husband told her that, well, my husband told me, because that's all she can really go off of. She don't have no penis to tell no man what he feels. And she loud as hell telling another man about what he feels in his genitals. You don't think that's weird? And I thought it was weird when Princella was doing it. I'm like, bro, what?
Want your wife with you. You love your wife. She's on your mind 24/7. She is it for you. Correct. You're still going to want to desire somebody else sexually from time to time. How you execute it is on you. That's all I'm saying. If you choose not to execute that desire, cool. You're that 20% of the men who's not doing it. Most men are going to do it. They either got to lie to their wives or their wives know. Since most women don't want to know, they're not going to know. Most of the men who are very attractive and look good and their body's in shape and they know how to have sex, they have good jobs, they attract a lot of women. And they're going to sleep with those women. It takes a long time for them to be like, oh, I don't want nobody else but my wife. It's just not biological. That's all I'm saying. So for you, yes, that is what you choose to execute with your wife. That is the nature of your relationship. You are in that 20% of men who are with their wives. That's not the average man is all I'm saying. I'm just speaking biology. That's not the average man. They get their ride or die. Guess what? I saw Kim. Still want to sleep with Kim. They're going to do it. That's just the average man. You are saying that you're not the average man. You're that top 20% who doesn't. That doesn't negate what you're saying, doesn't negate the fact of the other 80% of men who do it. So the other 80% of men who do it, they're saying that.
Silence speaks to me louder than words.
DJ,
this guy, go ahead.
I just want to address a person in the chat because McTime said a couple of things. His last comment says, I believe she's happy. My experience tells me so. Y'all just don't like her relationship. That's okay. Don't stand for it then. Just don't expect everyone to be like you. So let me just say this. Hating hoes ain't happy and happy hoes ain't hating. So we're not up here telling black women that they're ugly. We're not up here calling black women names and saying that they're annoying. That's not us. Whereas I assume and I pray that the sister is happy, but happy people usually don't do that to other people, right? They usually don't tear other people down. Like I said, she's just trying to sell a book. So I pray that she has lots of book sales. I hope that you men go out there and support the sister. Go ahead and pay her bills, honey. The other comment that you made was that STDs don't kill or something, but they actually do. Not all of them, but some of them actually do. And even if they don't kill you, nobody wants to walk around with something that they've contracted that's making them sickly. STDs can be very dangerous. I don't need to get into that. We all know about HIV and stuff like that. And yes, they have medications that can inhibit the disease for a while or whatever, but who wants to walk around with that disease? Like, come on. So I just had to address his comments. Go ahead, sweetie.
Those dangerous black men, they want to walk around with diseases. They don't care about their penises. And they okay. Listen, you ain't got to get married, guys. Just cheat. But the reason you get married is because you couldn't find a lot of women to cheat with you, like you claim most women are out here doing.
The man is quiet because he respectfully disagrees with it. That's why he's quiet.
100% exactly. He disagrees with her and he's being respectful, but she's rambling, bro. So like which one do I actually trust opinion more? A person that's telling a guy what he's feeling in his genitals and how he's only like not cheating on his wife or whatever. Well, 80% of all men cheat. You might be 20% based on whatever statistics she just pulled out the sky. And he's just over here like, okay, whatever.
But you notice how she ain't had no problem calling his wife a liar, but she ain't doing that to that man because she's a pick-me.
Yep, exactly.
She ain't calling him a liar.
You just choose not to do it.
Right.
He gonna tell her, you just choose not to do it. You know, most men do it this way. That's no, honey, your man does it that way. Don't say that most men because your man does. What's happening is she's projecting. This is what your man is doing. No, most men do not feel this way, ma'am. This is how your husband behaves.
You're saying you got your seed. You don't want to do that. Most women are not worthy of it. That's you. The other 80% of men who got a good job, look good, have great sex, love their wives, they're slinging that penis.
So what about from the spiritual?
Most women that look good have good penis, and this, that, the other. They love their wives and they're slinging the penis around. So let's go. So I asked the question. I said, well, what about the spiritual? Why? Listen to what they say about this. Watch
not to do it. You're
Is
saying
it,
you
is
got a
it
problem
healthy though?
spreading your seed. You don't want to do that. Most women are not worthy of it. That's you. The other 80% of men who got a good job, look good, have great sex, love their wives, they're slinging that penis.
So what
It's
about
not a
from a
big deal.
spiritual? What about from a spiritual perspective? Like, I'm not sure what you practice spiritually,
I don't
but
do
don't you
religion
think?
at all.
Respectfully, sis, she's not even talking about spirituality.
I'm not.
All she's
I'm not.
basically talking
I'm
about.
not. I'm not talking about. I don't do religion at all. We do African
Yeah,
spirituality.
she's not speaking
So if
about
we're doing
religion.
African
She's not speaking about
spirituality,
spirituality.
But
when a man,
even with African spirituality, like I mean, don't you? Isn't there like a so in within African spirituality, like okay, when you're sharing yourself with all these different spirits and people, don't you think that could cause confusion as well?
no,
Like,
if I was a woman doing it, yes, I'm not. When the man is doing it, they don't do only
but the
spirits.
man is doing it to women.
And since they're having sex with multiple men, they're the ones with the spiritual problem. Men do not have this spiritual issue when they sleep with multiple women. That's something women have because we're not supposed to be
I
doing
would
it.
doubt that because
So you can
I mean,
ask men. Men can sleep with 10 women in one night and not think about none of them. That's not what a woman will be able to do.
but that doesn't mean that just because they're not thinking about them that they're not some kind of a spiritual attachment to them.
What is the spiritual tie? Because you suck his penis well. What is this? Tell me the spiritual tie because you just sucked his penis real good. What spiritual tie you think he has to that woman? Nobody has a spirit. Men don't operate like women. Again, you're explaining women.
Let me tell you about the men's spiritual tie. This woman is retarded, okay? Because have you ever noticed, and I could ask any woman up here, that any man that they've ever slept with will rotate, will come back to them? It doesn't matter, like... Men never, if we never break up with a man, he won't leave. He will, even if we say get away from me, whatever, he will circle back at some point.
Yep.
I mean, am I the only one that like notices that with men?
No, it's true.
No, you're right about that.
Like, can't get rid of that.
You can't listen. A man will be like, you know, you could be like, man, fuck you. Yeah, you can block them. Some men will find a way around the block to come back and say, hey, what you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you kind of think that there ain't no connection, ain't no whatever. But honey, all these women that this man is like that you got your husband sleeping with, he got them on a rotation. And it might be a little small, like a rotation of women that okay, once a week he'll deal with this one, that one, this one, but he is connected to these women. They try to pretend like there's no connection, but trust me, listen, there's a connection. These men try to pretend like they don't give a shit, but honey, any man that I know that slept with a woman, they are going to double back. And you can be like, don't talk to me and whatever. You can cuss them out, whatever. They will double back. They will find a way to find their way back to you. Trust me. So listen, and women will block them. I think women can cut it off more than men can.
Mm-hmm.
That man has to usually desire you in order to double back.
But it happens. I'm telling you, it happens.
In my life, not double back. Never in my life. I've never had a man in my life that didn't double back.
DJ, you know you got that good. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you got that good. But yeah.
Waterfall.
But no, it's not. I don't think it's a good. I think it's also a matter of also too men double back. Even if it's probably even mediocre, because if they can't get the good, they'll go to the mediocre. They'll have the person that men keep a log of all their chicks or whatever, and when they can't get the good, they'll go back to the mediocre. They keep all these women in there. They got pictures of them. That's why they always try to ask you for a picture of it, right? Or maybe this is just only what I go through.
No, they do. I hate to bring up my own, but it's the truth. Yeah, you can get rid of them, you can put them out, child, and you come home and there's flowers or they're whatever, they're coming right back. So no, it's true. And
why do men want pictures of your body parts? Okay,
I've never given
all this KOR. I don't do it either. But I'm trying to tell you, they will be like, please just send me the hell no. But I'm trying all this KORN out here. But they want you to send them a picture. They could easily just go on a site and just like do it all to that and J off to that, right? But they want you to send them a picture.
I don't. That's boring. I gotta have the real thing. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what you say. But I know a lot of dudes, every dude I've never met, want me to send them some kind of picture. That's like the like they at some point, hey, could you send me a picture?
You got a comment in the chat if you want to read it. It says, "What is spiritual if a man comes back? That might be love, happiness, or just long time, and forget why y'all broke up."
No, it's a connection because spiritual. So what is the spirit, right? It's a vibration, right? So when you are having sex with a person, you guys create a vibration. And that person remembers whatever that vibration was, whether you made him come fast, slow, whatever. And that memory is a vibration. All that stuff is a vibration. Whatever happened, your smell, all that stuff is a vibration. But see, people don't even understand the spiritual alchemy of sex.
I do.
They think that everything is just like surface level. They don't understand.
And then another debacle.
Surface level. When you're having sex with a person, you're tied. You are connected. That's why they have cord. People have to like. Do you understand? Like even me as a person, I understand that if I really want to break up, I gotta do a cord severing ceremony where I have to like cut the cord. You have to burn that cord with the candles and everything like this to like cut that cord off because that person will be connected to you and they'll keep coming back and back and back. Fondy, can you please explain this? Fondy, you're still here. I know you're still here.
Can I ask you a question, DJ? If y'all want to join the panel, you got to come to DJGenesis's channel. I don't want to. Yeah, come to her channel and then you can join the panel if she wants to do that.
Come on. Yeah.
Fast and meditate. That's another way to break it too.
But no, fasting and meditate don't do it all. You have to because you can't break the cord. Listen, people have a cord. People are connected. See, here's the thing. The biggest part that we miss is that really this existence is way deeper than what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? We think that we are separated, that you are you and I am me and whatever. We are all connected in some kind of way. Even this whole live, everybody watching it, the people that's on the panel, we all are connected. We all came. It's a vibration that came out that even made everybody come and watch this live, right? It's a vibration, right?
It's God conscious.
All this stuff, right? So the bottom line is that see, this lady has no she says when I try to bring up spirituality, it was like, oh no. She has no concept of that. She might be atheist. I'm not sure. She says she practices African spirituality, but she might be into like the Egyptian thing. But I don't think that she really understands even what she even believes in and what she's even into, because there's no way that you would even discount that, the connection that between each other.
I think she does understand, but she's coming from a more, educational, black and white type situation. It's not adding the spiritual aspects.
There's no way that you can listen. If you are a teacher, what she says she is a professor, and you are she says she's a scientist or whatever. So maybe she might be an atheist. I don't know, because when you get into certain levels of like college and things like this, and you become, because they push that whole Darwinism thing. And you do have certain people that believe that the ancient Egyptians were atheists. She has a whole. Who is it behind her? Look at this picture behind her.
There's no way she can have Tahuti up there behind her if she's supposedly atheist and not African religion concept.
Listen, so my thing is that why are you capping and pretending like that ancient Egyptians did not understand sexual alchemy and the connection between individuals and human beings, and that this thing is not just something that's be done willy-nilly, and you just let your husband just go around and just sleep with everybody, and that it's not even affecting you at some point when you're and when I asked about what about the spiritual aspect of this whole thing, and it's like, no. And even like the guy that's a Muslim had to say they're not talking about nothing spiritual.
But even with African spirituality, like don't you? Isn't there like a so in within African spirituality, like okay, when you're sharing yourself with all these different spirits and people, don't you think that could cause confusion as well?
No,
Like
if I was a woman doing it, yes, I'm not. When the man is doing it, they don't do all these.
But the man is doing.
So based on what African spirituality is, only a man able to not encounter spirits when they're having sex. Like based on what, right?
We can pick up the energies of what?
Bullshit. It's just she is delusional. She wants to feel like she is the supreme woman in her situation. She wrote a book about it and like to hear it go.
Doing it to women.
And it's not scientific.
Yeah, and since they're having sex with multiple men, they're the ones with the spiritual problem. Men do not have the spirit.
They're having a spiritual problem because they're having sex with multiple men. But here's the thing. They're also having sex with her man, and he's having sex with her. So don't you think those spirits could attach to him? I don't know what spirituality of Africa that she's talking about, but anybody knows that when you are having sex, that person, you are DNA, all that stuff is the oils in your body, just scientifically. If she's a scientist, gets into your bloodstream, all that stuff. If this guy is what it sounds like, he's also doing it raw to individuals. That means that person's DNA is into that, and then he's going into her, and then all these different women's DNA is being attached to him and going raw into her. And you're saying that no, there's nothing spiritual about that.
No, men pick it up too.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, that's not true. So it's a lot of pseudoscience. That's something also that I really don't want to bash anybody's faith, but that's one of the things is that women, take in or whatever, because we're innies, that we take in the spirits, but they don't. That's not true. That is obviously not true. You're when you're connecting with people, there's like you said, a connection that's happening between men and women. If that was the case, you wouldn't have men that go crazy and behind a woman and can commit violence, on her or somebody else. That's just not true. There's obviously spiritual stuff happening, but like I said, it's a very misogynistic type of thing that she's listening to. And I know where she's getting.
Really, what is a bacteria? Listen, trichoma. What is an amoeba? What is all these? This is bodily fluids. Okay. So if I can have sex with you, get a bacteria, and then transmit it to you, that means that whatever bodily fluids that you that even after I wash it off, it goes into my system, and I'm able to transmit something onto you. So why do we think that bacteria can transmit? And we are made of cells and organisms and all of that those cells cannot also transmit. So my thing is, now I might not be a scientist and have done and went into a lab and done the research. To me, it just makes common sense that bacteria can transmit, fungi can transmit, all these different like bodily functions can transmit. Why would we think that even just DNA and all these other things cannot also transmit when you are sleeping with a person? So to me, it's interesting. And then because African spirituality is not only based on like just hocus pocus and spookism, it's based in science. So to think that well, no, that's not the same thing. People at one point thought that parasites were spirits. People still do think that parasites are spiritual. Yeah, they think those are spirits.
No.
Especially in the conscious community, I'm not going to lie. They preach a lot of non-science. I call it pseudoscience. For instance, and I people get mad at me when I say this, but it's just something that some people believe. They believe that
that a child is of their father's seed, but this is the things that scientifically we know that you take chromosomes from both the mother and the father. So obviously, if there's a child, that child has the seed of both people. And I got into a debate with a guy behind that. And then they found out, probably within the past 30 years, they found out that in actuality, most people, the mitochondria part of the DNA actually comes from the female. It usually comes from the mother. So but they don't ever talk about that because it's pseudoscience. It's just, okay, this sounds good. You're your father's child only. No, that's the facts. That's not the facts. The facts say you get the facts say you get 23 chromosomes from your mother and 23 chromosomes from your
But here's the thing, because we want to talk about pseudoscience, and you want to say I'm doing pseudoscience. But earlier she said that when you have sex with a man and he injects sperm into your thing, it goes into your brain, it goes into your body, and all this other stuff.
DNA. They're talking about DNA. But do you know you could eat something, a fruit off a tree that in some micro way it can change your DNA. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, it's not enough that I call it pseudoscience. Lots of things change your DNA. Do you know the things we're eating change your DNA? You can, get cancer. That cancer can change your DNA. Like, stop.
I mean, so that's a good point. So, all right. So all these things are just all pseudo. So we're saying, okay, well, if it's all fake, then that means that we can just go on and just sleep with everybody and there's no consequence.
And it's not necessarily, pseudo's not a bad word.
Women have.
I would doubt that because
here's the thing that she also said that when women do it, it does this, but when men do it, it doesn't. So we're talking. You want to tell me about pseudoscience, but she's actually saying in her thing is that no, that only happens with men, not women, not men. So even though I said about spirits and this, that, the other, oh no, that's just women. So she's coming from a pseudoscientific standpoint as well. So even though she says I don't agree with spirits and all that, I don't believe in that, I practice African spirituality, she actually at the same point said, oh no, that's mostly for women. They pick up this and pick up that.
And men can sleep with 10 women in one night and not think about none of them. That's not what a woman will be able to do.
But that doesn't mean that just because they're not thinking about them, that there's not some kind of a spiritual attachment to them.
What is the spiritual tie? Because you sucked his penis well. What is this? Tell me the spiritual tie, because you just sucked his penis real good. What spiritual tie you think he has to that woman? Nobody has a spirit. Men don't operate like women. Again, you're explaining women and men acting like women. They don't. The most part, men do not act that way. They could have sex with 30 women.
It's almost like a person that watches a lot of.
I'm sorry.
Someone asked me. Someone asked me, can about they're questioning me about the DNA. Yes, it can. Look it up. I'm sharing it in the back, DJ, just so you know. But yes, I don't say anything that's not true. If you can just Google that. But yes, cancer it doesn't change you as a person, but it's a chain, right? It's a chain of peptides and proteins. And so yes, cancer can change your DNA.
Okay, so men don't
That's why it's called mutation.
Right, exactly.
Okay, if men don't view sex the same, then why does a man go to a strip club, have a favorite stripper, go on the stroll, have a favorite hoe, go over here? So all right, so that woman just asked your D really good, but you remembered it and you go back to her. So please stop playing with me on this whole thing that men do it different. No, you guys remember it. It goes into your cell memory, and then you go back and back and back and back. Because I know strippers. I know that they have what they call regulars. Okay. And those regulars pay it, okay? So let's stop playing and pretending like these men don't have no connection to these women and that they're only like just doing it because, men are different than women. No, they are connected to these women. That's why they go back.
Yes, I concur with you saying a man can do that. But it has to be self-preservation for yourself or self-control for yourself to say, you know what? I don't necessarily need that. And it's not because you may have a wife or whatever it is.
Right. That's on y'all, though. That's not something we can force, is all I'm saying. When y'all arrive to that conclusion, you arrive to it. It's not something we can implement and force, and women keep trying to. That's all I'm saying.
What?
I mean, what about discipline? What about like wanting a person to have some level of discipline with
why can't you have sex with other women and have your wife? What we've been doing this for millions of years. How is it not discipline? If I go out every other week and have sex with another woman, that's my cycle. Where is there no discipline at?
But let's be honest, sis. Let's truthfully be honest. If a brother is interacting and has a wife at home, and you at home with your wife, and you go sex with another wife, and like I said previously in the conversation, you knock the Mario coins out of bag. Women are more emotional than men are.
Correct.
So 9 times out of 10, that woman that you just finished slaughtering,
correct,
body slamming her to the mattress like Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, she gonna double back and find a means to start turmoil in the household.
And he shuts it down if they try to start it. Men have great control over that. These women are not in relationships with them. They have great control. They say something to a text and the man can cut them off.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You are just why are you telling what men are gonna do? This is the problem I'm having, bro.
Well, and you can't cause turmoil. You don't know where he lives. What are you gonna do? Come in the house? It's not gonna do nothing to us. What's that gonna do? That's what I'm saying. You're talking about women who are loose with their bodies. They're sleeping around with multiple.
How are you telling a man what a woman what is going to happen from a man? What is going on? And I'm the only one that's like, what? You're arguing with a man about what he's saying that happens, the turmoil, this, that, the other, based on his own penis and his experience. But you're no. It's this and that, and just rambling. Shut the fuck up. Let the man. You talk about how the man is the bow down to the man. Well, shut up. Let the man talk. God damn it.
Different men. They fall in love with a man who's doing this to them. That's on you. Nobody.
So you're okay with your man being with a woman that's loose with her body, like a bunch of women loose with their body. So
what kind of man is that that's willing to sleep with women that are loose? And
can I say something, DJ, really fast?
Let me.
I just want to say this because he described what he described, and this is where she's all foolish. What he described was a sexual encounter with a woman where he's just banging it out, right? Banging it out. The reality is, lady, is that when your husband is sleeping with these women, he's doing whatever kind of lovemaking that she wants. That's what he's doing. He's not just banging it out. He's kissing, he's caressing, he's sucking on those titties. He's doing a whole lot more than he might even be sucking that coochie. Okay, he might be going down on her. You don't know what the hell he's doing. He's trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, this rough sex, and it could be, but I'm telling you, when men are doing that, they are doing what the woman wants. Otherwise, they know they're not going to get it again, like we just talked about. So they're going to do what that woman wants.
Straight up.
Wait.
They're not going to be doing no little bull ass like just banging them hard. Whatever. If that woman want you to go down on her, and he get more of whatever that hot box is that he like, he gonna do whatever that she say to do and stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait.
And she might think that, oh well, he just only do this with me, and he just bang out these other women. Stop being dumb.
Don't be dumb, because I'm telling you that's not the case.
Just like these gay dudes that's on the DL, they be romancing these dudes. They don't be just banging it out with they be loving these dudes, loving these men. They be just canoodling and all type of big spoon, little spoon with them, kissing and hugging and loving on them. It's just like that. Same thing with these women that they on the side with. Stop playing with yourself. Don't play with yourself and don't be ridiculous and think that you're the only one that he's gonna do this with, bro.
What he's trying to get her to realize is that the danger that they're playing by bringing in somebody else, because he doesn't, or should I say, she doesn't know if that woman is trying to replace her, and she'd probably do anything, whether it be trying to even go as far as Xing her out, like putting her in a grave. And so that's what he's trying to really bring to light, that it's a dangerous game that they're playing.
Do you think that's what well, I think that he's being sarcastic, like, oh no, she's just saying this to them. And I get what he's trying to do, but I'm just trying to say, like, I'm not playing that bullshit on this panel and whatever. I'm like, what are we talking about here? That's where I'm like, okay.
As a wife at home, and you at home with your wife, and you go sex with another wife, and like I said previously in the conversation, you knock the Mario coins out of bag. Women are more emotional than men are.
Correct.
So 9 times out of 10, that woman that you just finished slaughtering,
correct,
body slamming her to the mattress like Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, she gonna double back and find a means to start turmoil in the household.
Man, men be thinking that they really be doing something, banging out the Mario coins and hitting and body slamming her, and they be really thinking they really doing something.
Girl, we gotta let them keep thinking that, girl. We gotta let them keep thinking that they doing stuff.
Bro, we have whole children and babies and stuff.
Exactly. We don't push out a damn grapefruit.
we, you know, that y'all be just overdoing we knocking down the walls and slam and rapping. Come on now, child. You crazy, bro.
We ain't even get an orgasm. Look,
Tony Pat, we her. Had a whole baby like times 10, whatever. Like you talk about I'm murdering Tony Cat, child. I'm my
you said Mario brother.
£6 a piece. I'm knocking out the Mario Kart.
They so funny.
They are. I'm knocking the coins out that moment, man. No, knocked out the coins with that big ass head that your son had. That's not the coins out of it. That that big head that you got came out the birth canal, and it was your baby, and the big old head that you got came out through there. That knocked the coins out, not whatever you think that you got going. But anyways, let's go.
And he shuts it down if they try to start it. Men have great control over that. These women are not in relationships with them. They have great control. They say something to a text and the man can cut them off. You can't cause turmoil. You don't know where he lives. What are you going to do? Come in the house? It's not going to do nothing to us. What's that going to do? That's what I'm saying. You're talking about women who are loose with their bodies. They're sleeping around with multiple different men. They fall in love with a man who's doing this to them. That's on you. Nobody.
So you're okay with your man being with a woman that's loose with her body, like a bunch of women loose with their body. So
what kind of man is that that's willing to sleep with women that are loose? And
how do you think men do it? They can't sleep with y'all if we don't let them. That's what women.
Well, let me get in here and just add this again, taking it back to these. A lot of these men aren't with women who are loose with their body. You talk about going back to the beginning of time. Grandpa, great grandpa had a whole family somewhere else, and those women were just like the women that were at his other house. He was with that woman, sleeping with her. She wasn't loose. You're imagining that your husband.
Every woman is loose. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not finished, sis. I didn't interrupt.
You interrupted me too. So
no. Okay, I don't want you to get upset. Listen,
our grandfathers had a whole nother family. That's completely different.
Controversial.
And they still ran down on other women. They had two families.
I know that's what I was saying, but you just cut me off. Do you mind if I finish?
I'm still saying.
No, I didn't cut you off, but please let me finish because I think
it's not.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
It's not that
serious. I'm not being petty. Okay, let me get back to what
we didn't even have marriage when we first got here. That's not the beginning of time.
Triggered?
That's the 1960s.
Okay.
Yes.
This is what I want to say.
Family here. He had a family there. He liked both the women, and he still slept with other women. He still slept with other women outside of those two women.
What my point was, though. And I get it. This is a very controversial topic. Go get her book, everybody. No, for everybody. No, not for me. I do polygyny correctly.
Controversial for me.
No, but please let me. If you would let me get this out. This is what I want to say. We gotta be able to say. We can't say to one woman who's monogamous, you don't know your husband's lying. Your husband does want to have, see, you're just reducing men to sex. He does want to have sex. We can't do that to Miss Nicole. And then when I tell you, no, your husband loves these women, you want to be in denial and say, no, they're just hoes and loose. No, they're good women who love him and he loves them back. How do you know?
Would you like my husband to come on so he can tell you? We can arrange that he can come on and tell you.
So you're okay with
you're doing the same. I'm a part. You're doing the same thing.
I'm not.
You're doing the same thing.
She need her husband to come on and tell her.
to
I
her.
told Miss McCall that her husband was lying. I said,
No, you
"You're
said
telling me that
women.
he's not." So I said he's part of that 20% who wants to
Yeah.
be monogamous. That is what I told her.
Well,
I did
I
not
want to
say
just.
her husband was definitely lying. I
Okay,
said,
forget about
if
that.
her
Forget
husband
about
is
that.
telling the truth and she said he is, then he is a part of the 20% who doesn't do it. Y'all are repeating yourselves.
Right now,
You
forget
said this
about
for
the
last
20%.
time, and then because y'all are
Forget
really
about the
being
20%.
redundant like women, then
What
you're
are you saying, y'all? Like, what is
80%,
Wait a
y'all?
minute,
80% of
Genesis.
men
Hold on.
want to have
on.
their
Let
wives
her
and have
get that
sex
out.
with other women. 80%.
Okay.
Brother
But
Law happens to be a
all
part
I
of
was
the 20%
saying.
who does not want to do that, so he
Got
doesn't do it. That is the
But
fact. What I
I
said
got
was
you.
most women are with men who do, so their men have to lie, and they do
I
lie.
got you. I
That's
know,
what
and I agree.
said.
I agree with you about the
These
line, but
women
I'm
are
trying to.
whores out here. They are not wife
I'm just
material.
trying
You're
to make a
make
point.
these women wife material when they're not. Because if they were,
What-
men would be
how do
getting
you know?
married, and they are not. My son is
Okay.
30 years old. You know why he can't find a wife? Because they wear weaves and they talk too damn much. So guess
Okay.
what? My son's not
Like
getting
you.
married.
Here's a question.
No.
He's
Let me
not.
get this out, please. With the one mic. This is one mic. This is. We want to keep this in order. My point is that you're talking about women. Please let me get this out without you cutting me off. And I appreciate you being here. All right. Listen, you want to talk about women, but we can't deny that you are also a woman. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a page out of your book, out of your lessons, and say this. You're in denial that men aren't just sleeping with hoes. You're in denial. Men are having other relationships with women that are meaningful and they love them. And this isn't anything about me. This is for you and other women that you're calling women hoes and you're reducing it to sex, like Brother Lost said. These are relationships at the end of the day. Unless you are saying that, I'm not even going to use your marriage. I'm going to say men in general. You're trying to push that men are just nasty. They just want to go hump something and then come home to their queen. But if you're in reality, because remember, we're all women. You say women are this and that. So I'm talking to you as a woman, giving you a reality check. Men love people just like they love you. They love other women. They don't have to be wimps and simps, but they know that it's going to disrupt their home usually because a lot of women don't want to do polygyny. So they tell you, I'm talking to you now. They tell you and other women like you, oh, baby, she just a hoe. So
they lie. Welcome to the channel, Chef Boyar Me.
Yeah, that's it. It was good.
Welcome.
Hey, hi.
It was good, Mo. I can't get beat up. It was safe in the chat, sister. It was good.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead and say what you got to
So,
say.
look, I think her delivery is a little bit rugged, but I don't like the moral grandstanding that I'm seeing. Like she is attacking a little bit, but I mean, what y'all talk about the woman hair, y'all talk about lipstick, talking about she taking over for the 99 and the 2000. Like y'all going a little bit too far. Y'all reaching. I feel like what works for people works for people. You know what marriage that gets a lot of criticism that I don't live my life by? Will and Jada. But it works for them. They've been married longer than the average. And they're not divorced. What works for somebody works for somebody. I think the saying is what's medicine for somebody might be poison to you, something like that. Like I don't get why the fixation on it. Her book is gonna reach people that agree with her and think like her. And to the people that don't, it should roll off their back.
See,
He wasn't here in the beginning. I don't think he heard all the things she said about Black women.
All right, could you please explain to him why we are attacking her looks? Because the first thing that she did was attack Black women and call them ugly. Said they're the most unattractive women on the planet Earth. Let's go talk about
that exactly. She said that we were the most unattractive, that it was a fact. We're the most unattractive woman on the earth compared to all other races. She said that we're overweight. She broke down the reasons why. She said that we were annoying. She said that we were, I think she said, she didn't say we were stupid, but pretty much everything negative she had to say. That's how she came out the gate with it. So it's not that we're attacking her, because I don't attack other women. I love women, so I don't do that. But the thing of it is, if you're gonna do that, you gotta reap what you sow. You can't call me ugly and think I'm gonna just sit here and not talk about that raggedy ponytail on top of your head, honey. So that's okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it boils down to. You don't get to like call all the black women ugly because of their weaves in their hair and their this, that, the other. And then we're supposed to like say, oh, you look cute with your scooped around baby hairs and that like childish ponytail on top of your hair. But then she want to say, oh, okay, well, you're overweight. You know, me and my husband, all these women, he don't like, they're all hoes. And I mean, she came out the like you have when you like doing a race, she came out the blocks, okay, on 10. All right. So you missed that part. So if you scroll it back, you're gonna hear a bunch of her just talking bad about black women, talking about black. If you obese and the obesity thing, and I'm skinny, and the reason why that my husband loved me so much, but all the rest of these chicks are hoes, and I allow him to screw these hoes, and I even get the hoes for him. He don't like these hoes. He only loves me. I'm a queen, and these women are just a bunch of hoes. And it's like just a bunch of delusion. So that's why it got to this point. So it wasn't like a thing that we were just like being like mean girls, talking bad about the other black chick with the scooped around 1990s layout going on.
You're repeating yourself.
You go around and you call all women. I'm almost done, Queen. You almost. I'm almost done. I promise.
You repeated yourself too, ma'am. You've been repeating yourself the whole time.
Keep saying the same thing, and I'm trying to get
I'm gonna let her go.
Understand. I have to repeat it because you don't get it.
Go ahead, Queen. I know you're. I know it. We're sisters. We're sisters. I'm helping you. You're helping us. I'm telling you about women too. Like you said, women are this and that. You're a woman, so I'm letting you know this. You're going to have to face that what you're teaching is a little bit off, because you can't say all the women that your husband are with are loose hoes when they probably are women that he loves, and he just won't tell you because you're one of those women that you talk about.
Why would he not tell me when we already did polygamy twice? Why would he have an issue coming to tell me? You sound very obtuse. I already told you we tried it 2 times. He doesn't want to do it. So why would he have an issue telling me he loves somebody? He wouldn't. It's not a big deal. You're making it a big deal because you want my husband to love and you don't want women to be hoes when they are. They are promoting women to be hoes in the United States of America. It is promoted and women are doing it and they're going to keep doing it, which is how men get to still sleep around because women are hoes. The women who are not, they get married, they get wifed up. That's what it is. Brother Law doesn't want to execute what most men execute. That's it. I didn't say he was a liar. I didn't say his wife. Well, you got the man who doesn't want to do it. It's the 80-20 rule. But his lifestyle does not negate or take away that most men want their wives and they're going to go sleep with other women and come home. That's how it is.
So you're saying that women I didn't say women aren't hoes out there. There's hoes out there. I'm saying
like most women
but
are
you're saying women that have sex with you're saying women you're teaching that only the time when your husband is with another woman, she's a hoe because you can't face that he loves.
I didn't say that.
Okay, then let me put it this way. When a man is having multiple women, he's not only, those women aren't only side piece hoes. You got to face the facts. That he's in love with. A lot of times,
if he sees you,
why are you cutting me off, Queen? Why are you cutting me off?
Because you're doing it right over your.
Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad, my love?
You're saying the
sister, Queen, listen to me. The reality is, if he can love you, he can love someone else.
Correct.
So when you keep on saying, but you keep saying when he sleeps with these women, they're just hoes. You don't really know that.
Yes, I do, because I read all their messages. I'm on the sitting there when he's talking to them. If he sees them on location,
if you read his messages, you sound a little bit insecure, like overbearing. I thought he was a king.
Ma'am, I'm not insecure.
I don't go through my king's phone.
If he's laying in the bed with me and he's texting them, I can see it if I'm laying on his chest.
That's disrespectful.
No, it's not, because he can write them. How's it disrespectful if I'm okay?
I thought he was a king. If he's a king, Nicole, if he's a king, why are you going through his phone if he's a king?
I'm going through it. I said I'm sitting there while he's texting them and we're laughing.
I love you, sis. You'll get through this.
I know. That's my point. If I'm
all right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's sign that.
Can I just say something quickly? Can I just say something
Everybody
quickly?
I'm going to say this again, because all y'all do is keep repeating yourselves, and this is where I have to then repeat myself for the 90th time. You cannot change a man's nature when it comes to sex. It is on them.
Can I
Women
just say
are
something?
hoes. Women are hoes. That's how men get to keep sleeping around with them with no relationship. These are the facts. If you want to get taken out the whole box, you got to give a man something to galvanize them to take you out of the whole box. 80% of men would love to have a wife and sleep with multiple women. The 20% who don't, it doesn't change the fact about the majority. That is the point.
Can I just say something quickly?
I don't get what y'all acting like this is some new thing and men have to be emotional and that women are not hoes out here. Yes, they are.
Okay, can I
Is
just
he
say
paying
something
them?
quickly?
Is he giving them money like for prostitution since they're hoes?
No,
Is he paying for their time?
When you look
Well,
good,
no. If you're a hoe, you need to be getting paid for your time.
you don't.
Prostitutes get
No.
paid.
Say something quickly.
Men
Hey, yo, hold on.
No,
I think most of y'all sisters have missed the whole thing that she was talking about.
Of course
And
they
y'all
do.
turned it into y'all turned it into personal attacks and assaults on.
Ain't nobody said personal attacks. It's like, bro, she is framing it, and we are asking questions based on what she's saying. And somehow it's like, y'all attacking this queen.
They're protecting her. DJ,
about her hair.
DJ, I want to debate her so bad, but she was there to promote her book. That's what it was. Bottom line.
Y'all being so rude to the queen, and y'all don't understand what she trying to say. I think there's some men thought that we were gonna be like, yes, you know what, she's right.
Oh my God! No, I'm not.
No, y'all changed y'all. Maybe not you, Miss Nicole, but I'm saying y'all done turned it into a personal attack.
You can tell she's upset. You know how a person tap their foot. You know what I'm saying? You can see her tapping her foot like.
Yeah, she's definitely triggered.
Like she is mad.
Y'all turned it into personal attacks and assaults on Angela.
Oh my God! No, I'm not.
No, y'all changed y'all. Maybe not you, Miss Nicole, but I'm saying y'all done turned it into a personal attack. Y'all didn't listen to what she was saying, and what the sisters saying, they are goddamn hoes out there, straight up. All of a sudden, y'all acting like these women are goddamn angels.
Bro, she said she was married twice. She a hoe. She wasn't. This is not her first marriage. The bitch, she's a hoe too. She had a whole marriage and the whole thing didn't go right. Oh, she ripped her jaw out. Well, according to you got married twice. That's considered a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
at least you got her whole phase out.
Now wait a minute, DJ. Let me ask you. I know you don't believe that.
This is the first dude that she ever slept with. That's why she can call a hoe because she was a hoe. I don't really believe in calling women hoes.
Right.
Hoes and listen, people gonna do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know. But I think that people want to have to sell their little book, whatever. She mad. She looking back and forth. She patting her feet. She is pissed right here. Look at how she had her toes like
they hoes. If they's out there, come on, man. I'm gonna just fall back because Brother Lie even know.
All I'm saying is,
something quickly.
I have to go and
yes, go ahead, Miss Nicole.
Can I just say something? So I understand what you're saying. There's some women out here that don't conduct themselves, and if you want to call them a hoe, you can call them a hoe if that's how you want to label them. But I'm just a little taken back that, and I'm not going to personalize it. So I'm just saying, if a woman is okay with her man sleeping with these hoes, and if this woman is even okay with finding hoes for her husband to sleep with, that's the problem. And then I also think maybe the husband is actually looking for a better wife, and you may be helping him, not you personally, but just saying you are helping him find a better wife to replace you. I just think it's just crazy how, anyone can lay up in a bed with their significant other, so be man or woman, and they're texting somebody else about maybe getting with them while you're in the bed with a person that you love. Like I just don't get
And
that.
be like,
And I'm happy.
yeah, talk to that one. Yeah, go ahead and bang her out. Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, that is disrespectful. Ooh,
That
child.
man don't respect his wife. There's no
Yeah,
way.
that's very
You don't
disrespectful.
even realize it. She made a book about it. Like to hear it go. What?
That I don't have that, and I'm, to each his own. But again, if you're saying that these women are not good women and you have problems with these women and how they live their life, but you're okay, and not you just saying, okay with the man, you're okay with the man sleeping with these women, then what does that make you?
Oh,
Like, what is he
That was
attracted to
no,
those type of women?
man.
perfectly said.
He don't listen. I don't
Makes
think
her a doormat.
he a doormat.
Right.
A doormat. There we
A
go. So
fool.
listen. It is. This has gotten really spicy, y'all. It's 2:38 in the morning. So listen, I want to give everybody a chance to like give their like summary.
Okay.
Bomb cherry juice. I'm gonna let you go last because you've been here the longest. Let's go with the last person that's been here. Let's go with Chef Boyami, because this has been a crazy live, you guys. Let's go.
Okay.
So I
What
caught the tail. Yeah, I don't know the content. It seemed like that girl was just trolling to get a reaction out of y'all. Cause there's no way she's black and believe all these things. That's crazy, unless she on some Candace Owens stuff. But that's another story. A lot of the points she said that we've all heard before, on YouTube. And like I said, she couldn't possibly believe it. So a lot of that was a lot of shock value. But there were some things she said in there that I actually agree with. I don't think her husband is disrespectful to her if she knows. And I think that's where the disconnect was. She was saying that y'all are being lied to, so they don't respect you. So on both sides, they're saying the person doesn't respect you, but it's all viewpoints. It's all vantage viewpoints. But whatever works for them, what they eat don't make me.
Yeah, no, she was not trolling. She has a whole book out. She is selling the book, and that was a promotion for her actual book that was called "It Is Your Fault."
Talking about the black woman saying it's our fault that our men
Your-
are.
The book is called "It's Your Fault," honey. She is trying to make the next Shahrazad Ali type of level book, and that was the title of it. And nope, this was not a grift. It was 100% what she really believes. Okay, let's go. All right.
Oh, it was. Oh,
Oh, sorry, but okay. You can't.
okay. Oh,
Is it me or is it you?
I came up and I'll go first. And
Okay, go ahead.
so thank you so much, DJ. I knew when I saw you up on that panel, I said DJ is gonna review this. So I was just waiting for you. I was like, yeah, she reviewed it. So thank you. And I shared it also to a few people. I wanted them to do reviews. Let's support each other, honey. Let's support each other. So this is a great review. Yeah, she's just trying to sell books. That's it, and that's all. There's no hatred here. Even though I disagree with everything she said, I disagreed about. She actually, I don't know if you guys, I don't think the boxing was here, but she called us bald-headed hoes. Like she, so she literally called us bald-headed hoes.
Bald-headed hoes, all right.
So yeah, you need to
Her
definitely
hair go down to her back or the middle of her back.
her bra, right?
Ponytail. I'm sorry.
Yes. But the book, like she said, even the title, it's called "It's Your Fault," and she explained that she's talking to Black women. It's our fault that basically everything has went to hell in the handbasket with our community because of us, right? We're not just letting our men walk all over us and bring women home, and we're supposed to shut up and be quiet and let these men have their hoes. But the problem with that theology is, if it's not obvious to you, I'm gonna break it down, is that it puts people in danger. It puts the whole family in danger because STDs are real and some of them can cause you your life, and it can affect the children. If mom is gone and daddy is gone due to a STD, so on a deeper level, it does not deal with the deeper level of life. And it's just very unrealistic. But like, I don't have a problem
if she says that lifestyle works for her, it's fine. I'm gonna be honest. I'm concerned. If she's not concerned, I'm concerned about the quality of her coochie, because any man, because it seems to me they're picking up women offline. They don't know these women, so they could very well be women of the night. Your man is sleeping with women in the night, honey, and you're not protecting your coochie. You better be protecting your coochie. And I don't give a damn that he's telling you he's using protection. Any woman that knows in the heat of the moment, and when these men chow by, you better be protecting yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna pray for you and your coochie. Thank you, DJGenesis.
Yes, pray
That is,
for pray.
that is all about our head, Mahogany. And pray for her coochie, goddamn.
Yes.
Okay, honey. Yes, yes. Let's do a prayer. Let's do a moment of silence for the cootie cat real quick. All right, please, Lord, just pray for that cootie cat that it don't get no kind of infections by her husband going out there. Shay. Oh, wow. Okay, so all right, hot. Let's go. What's your thought?
I think that there are some truths that she's saying, but at the same time, what does it say about the message that you're sending out to the world? You want to make sure that you're on the right side of history. So by saying it's black women's fault, first of all, we know that that's a fallacy, because this whole system is designed against black men and women. So it's not their fault. They're only acting out what they've been taught. So that's one thing. Also, there's a lot that goes into when you're connecting with somebody, and spiritual does have to do with that. When you're into a man who's into a woman's universe, her womb, there's things that he picks up as well. We can also pick up the energy of other men, whether it be through being lazy or being a go-getter, whatever it is. We pick up those energies as well. I feel like it's reckless how her man has treated her, and I feel like he hasn't taught her well at all. In fact, he's taught her how to basically be a doormat, as we spoke of earlier. But I do think there's some good points in there, but women are not necessarily hoes. I think that's reckless to do that. And it says a lot about her thinking that. You can't just think that women are hoes. But that's all I have, guys.
That was great. Bomb Cherry, you got to speak for you and Foodie. I think Foodie tapped out. She tried to stick it good, and she tired. She said, "That's enough. I'm going to bed."
Okay.
You gotta do for you and Foodie. You gotta be like Jesus Christ and bring everybody to the water. And
bring everybody to the water.
Pray for the cootie cat. Pray for everybody and they genitals. Okay, let's go.
Bow your heads and let's think about the cootie cat with bumps on it, pus coming out. We don't want that. We don't want that. Anyway, listen, I just want to say I enjoyed myself over here, DJGenesis. It was a great show. Girl, you ate her up over there. You touched all the good points, and then when you asked about the spirituality, I think that was a great question. But people like to run away from that, because you didn't mention religion, you mentioned spirituality that they claim that black people had. Mm-hmm. So you ate her up. I didn't hear her say any good points. Like she was dogging women, black women. You know what I mean? If she wanted to just let women know, hey, look, these guys out here and they ain't no good, they'll cheat on you because that's in their nature. That's one thing. But she was saying, no, black woman, it's your fault if you divorced him because of it. Let him do what he want to do. You know what I mean? Let him do what he want to do and then come back home and you just wash his feet, clothes, and his ass for him, and everything will be okay. I do think it was a grab, like both you and Mahogany said, because she don't really believe in what she's saying. How do we know? Because she said they tried with a woman being there, in his life. And she said she didn't like that idea when another woman wanted him his time during a holiday. Listen, she shouldn't even know that, right? Because my husband shouldn't come to me and say, hey, the woman I'm dealing with, she want me to go with her for Christmas. The fuck? Like, he shouldn't even been thinking about that. That's why she shouldn't know about it. But the reason she know about it, because she been having problems with her man over this. And that is why he brought that to her. She had to shoot it down, and she mad at women now. And she called the women whores, although she sent a man out there to them women so they could lie. Didn't you prove, DJ Genesis, that she was okay with her husband lying, not telling women that he's married?
And pretty much, yeah. She said, yeah. She said, don't tell all the women that he married, only certain ones.
Right.
Yeah, that he don't. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
She's more disgusting than him because she approved of that shit.
Yeah, that's
so. Suppose a single woman like yourself, right? Suppose you met her husband, but you didn't know that was her husband. He met you in the club. He bought you a few drinks and everything. Talked to you, was real kind, and then started a relationship, you know, and you didn't know that he was married, and then you got your feelings involved, only to find out this nigga got a whole wife. I think she's dangerous to women, him and her husband, her and her nigga, because she a nigga too, just like her husband. But I digress. I'm being messy right now, but I'm a stop.
She is. She's a nigga just like her husband is. She, like, I don't know whether she's a stud, used to be a stud or what, but it's something like they getting down on these women. I'm like, are they getting money out these women too? Let me just talk about that. See, a lot of these women, you know what I'm saying, they'll be down with that because their husband will be like, you know, going out, getting it, come back with it with these women.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like okay, yeah, you know, I'm cool. Just bring me back some, you know, some potato, whatever. Make sure she paid for the dinner and bring me back a plate. But here's the thing: he really is like on some BS. You know, the whole thing is that women need to have some self-esteem. What I saw there is a lack of self-esteem, and she probably been. And I feel bad because I made fun of her hair and her whole get up and everything that she had going on, and from the 90s and everything. Like, you can't sit there and
Don't
talk
feel bad about it, girl. It was true, girl. You know, I had that hairstyle in the 90s.
in high school. In high school, bro. Like, come on.
Shit, I was a grown ass woman with that style in the 90s. You know, remember them hard ass curls?
I was graduating from like high school in 1995. That whole, like, you know, choker and stuff, all like this 95, like, come on.
I just got rid of that choker, Genesis. I just got rid of that choker like in 2020.
Honey, they was, you know what I'm saying? That was the Tootsie Roll. She was the Tootsie Roll champion. Okay? All right, house. You know what I'm saying? She was Shabba ranking, Tootsie rolling, doing the WAP snake and everything with that hairdo. Okay. So bottom line isn't that, listen, we can't be judging other people if we got the WAP hairdo. We can't be judging other people if we got the snake hairdo from the 90s. Okay. Even though your hair was to the back of your thing, it wasn't on that channel. So you come on now. All them dang on scoops and everything, that was to cover up the loss of hair in the front. You scooped it around to cover off that little loss of, like, you know, that forehead. So let's not talk bad about other black women and say that they ugly. Champion lover, no is up tonight. You know what I'm saying? Your love is the one. I mean, all that 1990s, early 2000s. It's old, you know what I'm saying? So we can't be up there talking bad about other women, bro. You ain't no better than anybody. Oh, you got weave in your hair. I got my natural hair. Well, honey, all right, we need to be very, very, you know what I'm saying? Because some of these people had that new lace front that you know what I'm saying, they melt that lace front down. You can't tell the difference between their real hair and their lace front. Because they got that same scoop of that baby hair, the same baby hair scoops, but you know, it's covering up that lace front. They don't do like 15 of them down the side, just one. And it looks nice, you know. So let's not talk bad about each other. You understand? Much love to the chat. Shouts out to everybody. I want to also give a shout out to the people that gave super chats. True Star gave a super sticker. Shouts out. Thank you. $2.99 super sticker. And we on Lock Nation also gave a super chat. So before I leave, I'm going to play the Money Mantra. Shouts out to my people that gave and donated to the channel.
To make money, money making money, money making money, money making money, money making money, manifest making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. I ain't stressed, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making money move. Piggy bank on full, and I'm living life abundant. I'm making money fast. I'm a money making magnet, making cold hard cash. I'm making money. Oh, I am blessed.
Oh no, you didn't just give a $10 super chat. I gotta replay the Money Mantra for those that didn't hear it in the back. This is the Money Mantra. Listen, I got this off of Reverend Ike. He did a whole thing. He had a thing where he was like, money making money, money making money. And I made this song based on that mantra that I heard because he had a whole thing. I have great ideas. I'm making money. Go ahead and look up Reverend Ike money making money. So that's where I got this mantra that I made from this. That's where the song came from. Reverend Ike, look up money making money when I get done with this.
I am blessed to make money, money making money, money making money, money making money, money making money, manifest making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making money moves. Jewelry in the safe, piggy bank on full, and I'm living life abundant. I'm making money fast. I'm a money making magnet, making cold hard cash. I'm making money. Oh, I am blessed.
Man, listen, Reverend Ike is the truth. Okay? And it was called Affirmations to Trigger the Money Making Ideas to You. And at the end of it, it was like a thing where he was like, money making money, money making money. And the people were like, money making money. And I was like, how do I need to make that into a song? And so that's where that whole thing came from. Hell, I might even just listen, I'm gonna play the last part of it so you guys can see where that came from. Y'all don't just so y'all know what the true origin of this is, right? Where that whole thing came from. It was from Reverend Ike when I made that song, Money Making Ideas. So this is the actual real affirmation. When I made that song, it was based on Reverend Ike's affirmation.
Folding in my mind. I see myself with extra money. Surplus money. And money making money. 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 Money making money.
Money making money. Money making money. Money making money. Manifest, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. I ain't stressed. Making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making money moves. Jewelry in the safe, piggy bank on full. And I'm living life abundant. I'm making money fast. I'm a money making magnet, making cold hard cash. I'm making money. Oh, I am blessed.
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better life. Know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like I am. That's right. Only you can make the change. Shine your head at you. Shine so bright from darkness to light. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way.